What's good, everyone? I want to get right into this shit. Um, I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm just gonna get right into it because um, I just feel like making a video right now. Yeah. You see the title? It says "Too late." Most it's too late for most people. The end of society mentally. So you guys got to understand like where we're at right now. It's the end of the when they talk about the end of the well, I don't want to say what they because what they anything that's they don't know what the fuck they talking about. So the only they that makes sense is they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So try not to use that word they because when you're using the word they, you're pointing to people and individuals who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So I'm gonna try not to say the word they, but when I use the word they, I'm not talking about anybody else because there's nobody else that I'm fucking even watching. Like if I watch content on the internet, it's usually some like funny ass shit. And funny shit to me is like somebody like just like it ain't funny shit to me is not funny shit to you niggas. Like you niggas probably watch prank videos, you watch comedians, you watch movies. That shit ain't funny to me. What I the shit that I watch that's funny is completely different. And I'm not gonna go into what I'm because I'll probably go into it later. But like um I'll go into it later. I'm gonna have to make a whole nother video of what I think is funny. But that's really not important because it's really not. That's why I don't really want to speak on it. But what I want to talk about in this video is it's too late for most people. So when you see a lot of like because first of all, you see a lot of the struggle content, you see a lot of people talking about like for example, you'll see somebody that says they like to be alone, which I like to be alone, but at the same time, I realize that I understand that you need it's easier to carry something with two people. You could be the strongest person in the world, but it's easier to carry a box with two people than it is one. It makes sense. So I always keep that in mind. But you'll see a lot of people. This is why one of the reasons why I say it's the end of the world because you'll see a lot of people. They'll say they like to be alone, but then they're only judging that on the basis of friends. Like I don't give a fuck about friends. If I need help, if I need some way to get some, like for example, I run a business online, so I obviously need people to use my business. You see what I'm saying? So in a way, I do need people to purchase my shit that I'm selling. So, but you'll have a lot of these struggle content and these fucking degenerates out here. They only correlate people with friendships, relationships, and I need somebody to talk to and hang out. This is the person who's fucking retarded, and they need some type of validation, and they need um, some type of buddy to hang out and tell them what they need to hear. They need somebody who just needs to cater to their delusions and give them validation. So right off the bat, this is somebody who's mentally ill because who the fuck says being around people has to do with you being around them. It could be you needing people to help with your business. If I fucking need a bitch to fuck, I'm not fucking myself. If I need to fuck a bitch, I'm gonna tell her let's fuck and you get the fuck up out of here after I get what I want. You see what I'm saying? So like people are retarded. Like so when you hear a lot of this shit, these are people who actually they want motherfuckers to be their friend. Like me, I don't need you to be my friend. Like that's why I talk the way I talk. I don't give a fuck about any of this dumbass, lame ass, weak ass shit. I don't care about it at all. This is why I talk the way I talk, and then you'll have other motherfuckers like, "Oh, you do care." Like this one bitch ass nigga a few months ago. Oh, he just saying that just because he's projecting his shit. Well, if you think I'm projecting, why are you even on my page watching my shit? If you think that I'm projecting, like, so the fact that you say that I'm projecting, what am I supposed to do now? Show you that I don't want you to see that I'm projecting and then change my tone or argue with you and prove to you that I'm not bitch, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think, bitch. At the end of the day, you're not paying my bills, you're not paying this internet bill. um when I was in a situation that wasn't where I'm at now, I didn't see your fucking ugly ass mug there. So whatever you think doesn't mean shit to me. You can think I'm fucking Godzilla. It wouldn't mean fucking shit to me because you're not a factor in my motherfucking life, you stupid motherfucker. So like you gotta understand, like people are retarded. The society is done. Um, you can see it in the government. Um, look at the government. Like, when has it been a time where food is a topic of discussion? I can't take the government serious no more. I never did, but how the fuck is food? Like, any society, like, we got a bunch of grown ass men. They're supposed, they want you to vote for them, right? And these are grown ass men. And the whole topic for almost 2 fucking months is how poor people are gonna fucking eat. Like, how are you rich and you got money and your whole, like, because this can't be what they're talking about behind closed doors. Like, because what they show you on the news is what they want the little stupid dumb people to pay attention to. Like, I don't believe that the average politician or person who has money is worried about how poor people are going to eat. I feel like this is all a reality show just to make, it has to be, because you can't be that fucking retarded. Because if that isn't fake and it's all actually real, I've lost hope for the society. Even if it was fake, even if it was fake and they don't talk about that, I still lost hope, because how is it even a topic? This society is done, dude. Like, we're fucking crazy. Like, well, I'm not crazy. Motherfuckers is crazy. Like, this shit is fucking crazy, man. Like, we got a bunch of, and this is just some of it, man. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, social media, like, the more I get on this bitch, the more it just confirms to me like what this world is done. All these people out here that want to sit here and, yeah, this fucking sun is really fucking up my shit. It's kind of getting in my eye. Open this fucking. Like, I literally had to get off fucking social media for a little bit, man. Cause this shit is fucking lame. People are fucking lame in general, man. Like, but like I said, when I say people are lame, I'm not gonna sit there and say I hate people 100%, because, like I told you, I have an eBay business and people buy from my eBay business. If I need a favor for somebody, or let's just say I need my heater fixed, I'm gonna go call the AC guy. So at this time, you want to use people to your advantage. If they don't bring you no value, don't deal with nobody. Any person that you're dealing with, they need to bring you value. Always judge a person by their situation. What knowledge are they giving you? What are they giving you physically? What are they doing for you? If they can't do nothing for you, you need to cut them loose, because not 100% of the time, I will say, yeah, 100% of the time, a toxic situation, it develops simply by there being nothing to do. So, there's a saying that is like, an idle mind is a devil's playground. Take that into any situation. Anytime when there's nothing to do and people don't have a purpose, and when I say nothing to do, I'm saying you don't have a purpose. When you don't have a purpose, this leads to you not knowing what the fuck is going on and not knowing how to maneuver. If you don't know how to fucking operate a vehicle, you're gonna crash. If you don't know how to swim, you're gonna drown. If you don't know how to fucking live life, you're gonna become a toxic motherfucker, because you don't know what the fuck is going on. So when you're dealing with somebody and they don't know what the fuck they are, and you don't know what the fuck they are, this is a toxic relationship. This is how a man will go upside a bitch's head and beat that bitch till she got fucking white meat sticking out of her fucking eyelids. Is because the bitch didn't know who the fuck to choose as a man, and the man didn't know who the fuck to regulate his emotions with, or to regulate his own emotions, so he don't go upside the bitch's ass and she on the ground like some fucking trash that you threw out your fucking car, because you treated her like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you got to understand, like, you need to know what you're doing so you don't end up in a situation and you end up becoming a victim, or you end up creating a victim. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to be in either or of those situations, because that comes from being idle mind and not having a purpose. And when you bring that with other individuals, it becomes the same thing. Like me, well, I don't want to get into my whole astrology, because I don't want this really. it's deeper than the astrology. Like that whole astrology shit is good, but at the end of the day, a lot of people be like, "Oh, it's Mercury retrograde, negative things are gonna happen," or Saturn is. I have a Saturn return. My life's gonna be hard. No, it doesn't mean that, you fucking idiot. An astrology placement only indicates what you've been doing up to this point. So for 5 years, if you've been fucking off and Saturn's about to hit your sun transit in your alignment, then you're gonna be all the 5 years of you bullshitting is gonna hit the fan when Saturn hits your sun, because you're gonna be what you did prior. You can't judge an astrological alignment just on, oh, Mercury's in retrograde, the moon is in Taurus, Saturn in Libra. You can't do that. You have to look at what were you doing when if Saturn's in Libra, what were you doing when Saturn was in Aries 12 years ago? If the moon is in Leo, what were you doing when the moon was in fucking, what's the opposite of Leo? Aquarius. What were you doing? If Jupiter's in this sign, what were you doing 6 months when Jupiter? Because it makes sense. It all adds up. Like we're about to have a new moon in Sagittarius on the 18th or the 20th. Sagittarius, Aries. So what were you doing when there was a new moon in Gemini, or when there was a full moon in Sagittarius back in June? Because that whatever you were doing then and what you did now is going to correlate to what this full moon is. So fucked up shit doesn't just happen to you off the whim because it's a sun sign. It's because your ass was fucking up before. So like, and most people, they're fucking up. So you got to understand, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but at the same time, like I said, Lysol only kills 99% of bacteria, but it still works like a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? I'm not perfect, but 99% of me is perfect. So that's pretty fucking close. So I'll take 99% of me being perfect. So bitch, nobody said I'm perfect, but I'm 99%. So shut the fuck up. But and you can see I'm one of the most smartest, intelligent people in the world. Not to say I'm the smartest, but I've not met anyone smarter than me, and everyone's a fucking idiot compared to me, and I'm one of the smartest people in the world. And I'm not to say that I know everything, but everything I need to know, I know, and I'm just motherfucking smart, and you can kiss my ass. Anybody has an issue with that is most likely a fucking retard who doesn't know shit. Anybody that's triggered by that comment, from what I realize in my life, every time when I tell people this is one way I always like to trigger and bring up people's insecurities. I always act like I'm the most smartest person. Not to say I'm not, but I always like to show it in their face. And depending on how they respond to me, shows you about them. Because, like, for example, this one person was like, "You don't need to give me advice. You don't know everything. You don't know everything." And they were like, we were arguing and shit. This is like a couple months ago. We were arguing, and he was like, "You don't know everything. You can't give people advice like that." Da, da, da. And I was like, okay. But in my mind, I was like, that's weird. Why are you telling me this? You must be projecting some type of insecurity. And I come to find out a couple weeks later, I heard the same individual talking about how I don't like to give people advice because I feel like I don't have enough experience. This was from their mouth, not mine. This was from their mouth. So when he got upset with me by acting intelligent, that was a self-projection because he knows he don't know shit. So he looks at me, it's like, how do you know something? I don't know nothing. I'm a fucking stupid ass nigga. And you think you're smart. I don't think I'm smart, so you can't be smart because I don't like you. And since I don't like you, I think I'm more smart than you. And I don't think I'm smart. So how are you? Like, shut your stupid lame ass up and go to a fucking mental ward, you stupid fuck. This is how human beings think. They have a weird way of thinking. This is why you don't deal with people unless it's only about business, really. If it's not, I'm not saying, because a lot of these people say, oh, they only deal with people if it's about business, and keep it like that. Don't deal with these motherfuckers, because anyone who's not about business, anybody who's not trying to do shit, and I'm not saying go out and look for people that are doing shit. You don't force nothing. Everything's supposed to be in alignment. Everything's supposed to be easy. The hardest thing in life is supposed to, really, in reality, the hardest thing in life is supposed to be discipline and sacrifice. If you're not being disciplined and you're not taking any sacrifices, and life is hard, you're either a fucking idiot or you're doing something wrong. The only thing hard in life is supposed to be discipline and sacrifice. When you are disciplined, do a disciplined activity like fasting. You're trying to create a new routine to lose weight, or um, something that takes discipline. Or you're giving up something you love doing. Like, let's say you're an addict and you're on drugs, or you like to do something. Those are the hardest things that is really supposed to be in life. Anything else is, if that's hard to you, you're just an idiot, to be honest. Because once you master those things, and I can only speak for myself, I can't really speak for everyone, but once you master those things, then life becomes easier. Everything flows because there's nothing that you need. This is where they want to say, oh, you have to let go of shit. Because once you do that, everything is very easy. And not to say the situation, because people, when I say certain things, you got a dumb motherfucker that be like, oh, that means that everything in his life is easy. You fucking retard. There could be a situation that can be perceived as hard, but it's not hard to me. You see what I'm saying? It's like, let me give you examples. Like, just because you go, because what's hard or what's easy is all perception. Like, I could be homeless in the street, and somebody could be looking at me and be like, oh, his life is hard. But bitch, how do you know that? How do you know my life is hard? You're just self-projecting. If you were homeless, you will be struggling. You'll be stressed out. If you didn't have money, you'll be stressed out. But how do you know I'm thinking like that? That means you can only project how you're feeling. So don't stop doing that shit. You don't know how a motherfucker's feeling. You don't know what type of mental alchemy that they do to get themselves. Because I don't think like you bitch ass niggas. This is why I don't deal with a lot of people, because they ruin your energy. When I'm in certain situations, I don't like to be around certain individuals, because when you're around certain individuals, they will bring your energy down. I could be in a situation, let's say I'm in a situation where I'm homeless. I could be chilling, having a good time, but then you have somebody who's miserable, stressed. They want to project that onto you and make you feel bad. Oh, you want to be comfortable being homeless? No, shut the fuck up, bitch. It's not about being comfortable. I don't want to be miserable like a fucking goddamn Emor, fucking from Winnie the Pooh, depressed, grumpy ass, fucking ugly ass elephant. Like, yo, dumb ass nigga. Like, who the fuck said but people will sit there, and if you're not depressed, if you're not miserable, then you don't take this seriously. So, but the funny thing is, those people who will project that, they will never be in a better situation. It's like they care more about their appearance than the actual situation. So they'll be in that same situation a year later. You're not in it. And then at that point, they'll say, oh, you sold out, or you did this, or you did that, or you did something. Like, they try to sit there and try to flip on you. It's because you did this illegally, or you sold out, or you did this. I'm like, shut your stupid ass up, nigga. If that was the case, then like you'll have these dumb idiots on YouTube. Oh, Kevin Hart, he sold his soul to the devil. That's why he has millions of dollars. Like, they say that shit like that shit is so easy. Bitch, if it was that easy to just sell your fucking soul, wouldn't you think the fucking, like, the half the world, there'll be no homeless people? You know how many homeless people will sell their soul to get money? We live in a fucking retarded world. It's more to it, dummy. It's more than just you selling your soul. If that was the case, bitch, there would be damn near no homeless people. You know how many people don't give a fuck about life that they will sell their soul? There's people out here who will kill people for no reason. A bitch just gunned this bitch down in a fucking parking lot in front of a mall last week somewhere. She killed him for no reason. So wouldn't you think people would do that to get money if they could? If it was like that, but yet you have idiots that they want to talk like that. Like, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Like, there's more to it, dummy. Like, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you guys to just be like on hermit mode and don't deal with anyone. And I don't like to promote anything on my page like that, because like, I don't want you guys to think like, oh, I want you guys to sit there and say fuck the world and be alone and do all that. No, I'm saying have a purpose in life. Deal with people based upon the situation, and don't ever force anything. anytime you have to try and work hard and force something, there's a very likely chance it's a problem. Like, only thing you really need to force and work hard is when you're trying to get rid of a certain mindset, like, which is a habit, which is a desire or something. That's when you want to really work hard. But everything else, if you're working hard, you're actually fucking up. Like, if you're working hard to make money, then you're doing something wrong. You shouldn't be working hard to make money, unless you want to say, in order to make money, you have to get rid of this habit or desire. Then I guess you can work hard. But if you're trying to be like, even in relationships, people like, you have like all these niggas out here trying to make it relate. If a relationship doesn't work, you gotta leave it. But if you can't leave it like that, that means you have some other mental trauma that's keeping you in the relationship. So you actually probably have a lot of Taurus and Libra in your chart, and or probably a lot of Libra in Venus and all this other fucking these alignments, fucking a lot of water signs, Cancer. So you actually give a fuck about a relationship like that. And I'm not saying you shouldn't, but like, if it's a toxic one, you shouldn't give a fuck about it. If a person like, and we're at a time where you can't deal with people like that no more. You can't waste any more time. Like, we're on a time crunch right now where you can't waste any more time. The world is done. Everybody, like, is no more. Like, I can't explain it. Like, is no more time anymore. Like, the world is over. And when I say that, I'm to look at it from a mind perspective. If you're stuck in your bullshit right now in this time, it's done. You're 99. Think about it like this. At the age, imagine if somebody told you at the age of like 5 that you needed to run. No, no. Okay, let me do this. I gave this example before. You imagine you have 2 legs, right? Both of your legs are working. If I told you to run a 30-mile marathon, would you be able to do it with 2 legs? Yes, you would be able to do it, but it's going to be very hard. Imagine I told you to run a marathon for 30 miles, and you're like, well, it's too much. And I tell you, do you have 2 legs? You're like, yeah, I do have 2 legs, but it's hard. Okay, you can run it, but it's going to be hard. But imagine a year later, you lose one of your legs, or one of your legs get broken, and you can't walk the same. Would you still be able to run the mile marathon? You would, but it's going to be harder. But if you couldn't run it when your legs were working perfectly, what makes you think it's going to be easier to run it when your legs are fucked up? We're in 2025. We're at a different time in the energy shift. If you couldn't get it right 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, what makes you think you're going to get it right now? Most people are in this predicament where it's like, most people are going to fail at life. And like, I'm not saying I want it and I like people to fail and shit, because I don't, I respect myself. So I'm not going to wish anything negative on somebody. So I'm not going to wish nothing negative. But what I will say is, most people deserve to fail because of what they put out. Like I said, look at the world we're in right now. We have a bunch of men and grown ass men in office. The biggest topic of discussion is feeding poor people. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, look at it. Like, they say humanity's evolving. How are we in 2025 and any topic of food is even a topic of discussion? From feeding poor people, even want to talk. This is why I don't really speak about fasting, really, because motherfuckers try to make it look like it's something bigger than what it is. It's just you not eating. Keep it like that. It's not hard. It's not complicated. People say, oh, how to lose weight? It's easy to lose weight, bitch. Cut the calories. Stop feeding your fat ass. Go on a fast. Eat healthy. Everybody knows what's healthy. Everybody needs you to tell them simplistic, dumb shit that does nothing to do. If you don't know how to feed yourself, if you don't know how to lose weight, and you have issues with food, that's your issue. Food is a drug, if you really look at it. And when I say drug, I'm talking about how people are addicted to it. So when you're doing drugs, it's the same thing. Like, how is anybody gonna tell you how to stop doing drugs? Put the fucking drug down, bitch. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. But yeah, we live in such a degenerate world. People need, because a lot of it is just people seeking validation. People want to feel like there's somebody important. They want to feel like they're intelligent, and they're like, at the end of the day, like even when I say like, oh, I'm the most smartest person, I don't care if you think I'm intelligent or not, because everything is big. Like I feel like most of my, believe it or not, like most of the times, like I realize like I learn in life is when I'm out living experiences. Like literally, that's the only time I learn in life. I don't learn from the internet no more. Like everything, because I even teach this is how I teach myself shit. Like one way I teach myself shit is I go out and I live experiences. Because when I put, like, I be in a situation, right? And like, this is how I real. This is one of the ways I realized I had a lot of intuition, because I will always be, every time I'm in a situation like a crisis, I automatically start developing thoughts on how to get out of it. Like I would literally teach myself. Like I was in the store the other day, right? And this lady was just looking at me like I'm trying to steal something. And I don't know like what it is, but I automatically knew what I needed to do in that situation. And I was just moving and I got out of that. Or when I'm talking to somebody, if I'm in like a certain bind or I'm in a situation or I'm talking to police, I will like something in me. I put this on everything will just start flowing, and I automatically know what I need to say. And like it's like the spirit is speaking through me, and I automatically know what I need to do, how to move my hand. I automatically know that because I have so much knowledge and intelligence. When I'm in a situation, I automatically like it's like an AI computer. Once it is able to, you type in a question, it just goes in a database and it brings it up all the information, and it just gives you like, especially if it's some basic shit, it will give you like what you need to know. Like that's when I'm in a situation, it's like my mind analyzes the whole data and I automatically know. So that's true intelligence, not what the fuck you somebody speaking. If you want to know if you really truly know shit, go put yourself in a situation and how you respond. That's how you can even learn. And because when you're in certain situations, you could actually learn certain things. Learn about how when motherfuckers say shit, even how you will respond to them, how certain shit makes you feel, if you need more healing, a lot of that shit. That's not the only way to learn, but it's one way. But I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. Man. Yeah, I got a lot of packages I gotta send off today, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I got like hella packages. I gotta send this shit off. Like I guess because it was this bullshit ass Veterans Day, so I have to take this. But I don't even think it was because of that, because there was other holidays and I've never had this many packages. I think they did something with the update where, yeah, something. But I don't know. I got hella shit I gotta send off. This stupid ass post office, they don't open till like 8. Well, it's supposed to open at 8, but all this fucking these ghetto ass niggas out here, they don't know how to run no business. That's one thing I don't like. The only thing I like about Georgia, well, I don't want to say too much on here because, like I said, I don't want to put too much of my business on the internet because you don't know what kind of fucking weird fuck is watching. Yeah, but but if anybody wants to join, man, I already know ain't nobody gonna join this. But it is what it is. But like I said, guys, we gotta. We don't gotta do shit. Like I said, we don't gotta do shit. I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking just because I want to speak. I'm not. This video ain't for. I don't even like to make. I like to go live, but I don't like to go live when I'm trying to burn some time. Because when I be going live, I be going live for 3-4 hours. So if I'm like trying to burn some time, or I'm trying to like, I don't got shit to do, that's usually the time I go live. I don't even really like to go live, really. I like to go live, but like at the same time, I value my time, and when I go live, like I could talk for like 3-4 hours, and then there'd be times I'd be going live, and then I'd be like, damn, I just wasted 4 hours, fucking not even doing shit because I'm just sitting here talking, and that's why I don't like to. Oh, somebody enter the studio. Yeah.
Yo, nah, word too. Like, shout out to you because that shit is crazy that you said that because it's like right before you started your video, everything that you just said up until this point was my exact train line thought of reasoning, and it's like it was so weird. I'm in college right now, type shit,
Okay.
and it's like I'm into astrology and shit, and it's like I'm gonna be honest, I be in the school and shit, and they're people are like people are different. Like, and I'm 20, so it's like I be interacting with people my age, or like maybe a year younger, and shit like that. And I realize it's like people real life, they got this. It be this like air of misery over them, like some shit, like they be moving like they're finished or some shit. Like, and the shit is
Because
deep.
they are finished. See, I like you said that they are finished. Um, don't get caught up in this because you'll have a lot of this spiritual, and I'm so glad you brought this up. You'll have a lot of this spiritual community come up here, and they'll talk about how everybody has a chance, and we're all eternal beings. We are eternal beings, but not everybody has a chance, and you
Yeah,
can't fuck your situation up. And it's like, for example, let's just say the Nature Boy situation. I want to use this as an example.
yeah,
Okay, you got Nature Boy, right? And all the people that were in his tribe that testified against him, and that guy that lied on him and contributed to him going to jail for life. All of
got
those
you.
people have karma. I don't even want to say karma because it's not even karma.
Yeah,
It's they have an energy that they created because they created that energy, and
yeah,
they're gonna have to pay. They're gonna have to, let's just say, face the consequences to what they put out there. Like if I make a cake, then the cake is made. So when you
yeah.
see it, you're seeing what I made. You can't unsee it. So they created that
Right on.
situation. So if you were in Nature Boy's tribe and you got him locked up by testifying, by lying, by contributing and entertaining that
And you
shit,
was there with the shit in the
yeah,
first
yeah.
place.
If
In
you
the
if you were
fucking first place.
yeah, if you were in that shit, then once he's in jail, you can't talk about spirituality. You can't talk about higher self connection. You can't talk about how we're all divine. You can't talk about that because with that also, because what you got to understand is you have to take the good and the bad. Spirituality also means paying for the bullshit you put out. Spirituality also
Period.
means going to jail, or not going to jail, but getting punished for the consequences that you've done.
On
So
all levels. On all
so
levels.
you at that point you can't.
You're not escaping that because a
Yeah,
person ain't
you
gotta like
cannot.
yeah. A
Yeah,
person
so
ain't gotta be your executioner just because you did something to them. That's your soul that
yeah,
you're
that's
giving.
yours. So him going to jail and being to all the people that contributed, even the people in the government and all that, they're gonna have to pay for that. But then with the spiritual community, they try to make it look like, well, if I believe, it's like religion. Oh, if I believe in Jesus Christ and He's my faith and Savior, that I'm gonna have a spot in heaven. Like, bitch, what did you do to actually
Oh
better
hell
your
no.
life?
Oh hell no. Oh hell no.
Yeah,
Oh
they
hell
try to
no.
do that with spirituality and try to be like, oh, I'm spiritual, I'm this and that,
No, you not. No,
or
you not.
you'll see Gen Z. They'll be like, they'll be miserable and fucked up, but then they'll think, oh, it's the boomers, oh, the government, it's the system, but not
Yo,
realizing,
yo,
like,
and I'm gonna keep it real. Like as a fucking Gen Z person, like, yeah, just like you said, don't be listening to all that shit because, like, yo, like when you really keep it real with yourself, like, but it's kind of like how you said. I kind of like been like paying attention a little bit since I've been like 16. So
mm-hmm.
it's like it gets easier and easier. And then what you start to realize is you start to really see the gap between you and like
See,
certain people. You really
yeah, like, and like you said, you've been paying attention since 16. Me, I didn't just start really, to be honest, like with like me, I didn't start paying attention because I had extreme mental health issues and extreme blockages all the way up, I'll probably say, until I was like 23, 22. And then
yeah.
I probably it didn't switch on because, like, how I'm talking now, I wasn't talking like this, like, probably 10 years ago, 15
Cause I
years
swear
ago.
it'd be
I,
like
I
a
wasn't like,
switch, and then everything really starts like,
yeah, like,
it'd
because
be
I
like a
used to be,
switch.
yeah, like, if you ask people like that knew me back in the day, I wasn't nowhere near this. Like, because like my like a lot of my intuition, a lot of my shit, it developed in past lives. So when I was here, I had a lot of
Mm,
blockages because I have a lot of power mentally, and
mm,
I if I have to like, if I'm not careful, I will abuse my power. So the spirit, it constricted my knowledge, it constricted my wisdom. So I had a lot of mental health issues, and I didn't know myself. So probably until like my mid-20s it switched really. So that's where I started really getting certain knowledge and information, wisdom. And I'm not saying I'm fully there, but like it switched. So
Yeah.
like a lot of people like you this is why I have respect for you, Mysterio, because you guys said you guys got it when you were 20. I wish I could have got it then, but I was restricted back then. I couldn't get it. So like recently, I'll probably say like 2020 is when I really fully like 2020 was pretty much one of my prime years, because that's what really switched for me. Like
I don't know what it is in 2020. Like I think that shit was a shifting something. Like I don't know what it was.
Yeah, that's when my life actually started getting better, was 2020. Before 2020, my life was hell. 2020 was probably like one of my favorite years, because that's when my life actually got fucking like, I realized a lot of shit, and I was able to, I don't want to say manifest because that's a stupid ass word, but things were just
like
more in alignment
type shit. Like
yeah.
Yo, and it's crazy. Like it's wild that because it's like, it's so wild to me, because like the spirit be doing shit or something, like it be hitting us at the same time or something, I swear. Like, as you saying this, and I was just going through this, because it like the shadow work be hitting. I don't even be noticing sometimes, but I'll notice. I'll spend like a good 3-4 hours like really just like focusing on like the right shit. And it's like, it's weird because like I kind of got a toxic family and shit, to where it's like they be the main ones I be peeping the gap. Like they got this envious shit with them, all types of shit. And then it's like I had to come to the realization and not really be in denial. It's like when you it's like I've been going down this train line for a while. It's like I kind of got past denial, and it was more like I'm more like in a coping stage, and now I'm kind of just like letting this shit go. Like at the end of the day, I kind of understand where people are coming from, even if the place that they're coming from is really fucked up place. But I had to realize for myself, fuck, you don't love yourself, or people treat you the way you treat yourself, or blah, blah, blah. Like, fuck all the negative belief shit for a sec. Motherfucker, do I really want to keep sitting around people that I got to keep justifying the shit that they do, or even being around them and shit like that, when in reality, I'm not even scared to just chill and be by myself. Motherfuckers will come around and guilt trip you for shit that they do. And it's like, why the fuck I gotta explain to you the type of motherfucker you are, and you go act like you don't know? No, I don't got time for this. I'm not gonna keep doing it. Like,
for me, it stopped like the way I look at it is like, the fact that I'm even arguing with you shows you that I'm in a very I'm in a certain space that I don't want to be in, and whether that be mentally, physically, spiritually, all connected. So if I'm what was that?
Because that's not even me. Like the shit
because that means you're like the fact when you even have to argue with somebody, especially if it's about some bullshit, because you're gonna argue in times. But if it's like 99% of the time, if you're arguing with somebody and it's about some bullshit, you should be questioning, well, how did you even get to this space? That's why I said there's really no point in arguing, because when you argue, that there was something that you did that wasn't in alignment before the argument to even get there.
And I be knowing, somewhere in my mind completely. And it's like I gotta I do this thing. I notice like I be having to be honest with myself. I done got past the part where I'm like bashing myself all the time, and I'm just being honest with myself, because like you're not gonna get better unless you accept where you are at one point to actually move forward. And it's like I literally just got off the phone with this dude that I be interacting with and shit like that, and it'd be like prime example.
You're right. Like, you have to acknowledge where you're at, because like that's why I said when you told me in the beginning, when you first joined, that you said most people have an air of misery. This is what I was talking about.
And and it plays out like it'll give you the ick. Like I used to think it was me, or like I took a second. I would even still come around these people, because it was like, I think it was a lot of things. But for the most part, it was kind of like what you said. Like I was kind of just learning about myself, because like if I constantly get the ick from a bunch of different people, I know it's something still about me that's even allowing myself to be in these situations. And it's like part of it is like I'm sitting here tolerating shit that I don't want to, and then it's not even tolerating. I'm sitting here arguing motherfuckers, having to justify the shit that they do and shit that they got going on.
You never justify it. That's a fool. That's like a That's something you don't want to do.
That's like a taboo to
You
your
never
mind.
justify what you're doing, even if what you're doing is a mistake. Let's just say I did something that's out of pocket. First thing I'm gonna do is, who is this person that they're perceiving what I did is out of pocket? If they're not important, I don't gotta justify shit to them. You see what I'm saying? You only justify if it's something that is worth doing. Like, you're not gonna save a piece of moldy bread because it's bread. No, it's moldy. Go get a new one. So I'm not gonna argue or try to save it or cut the pieces. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get rid of it. Same with people. I'm not gonna try to justify and save something that doesn't need to be saved, even if I'm the one at fault. I'm
Because
gonna first be like, first of all, if I'm at fault and I did something wrong, you can just get the fuck away from me. I don't have to even,
seriously,
yeah, we don't even need to even be in alignment. I don't have to justify what I did to you because you ain't important. At that point, if I do justify, it means that I feel some type of matrix programming that I need to apologize or I need to do this. First of all, we're all a reflection. So if I said something to you, you missed it. You must need to hear it, and I needed to be in a situation to even say that to you. So you need to just get the fuck up out of my way so we don't create the same situation. Because
seriously.
the best justification is to just walk the fuck away. You don't you don't need to justify by saying anything, because most people are retarded. Most people, they don't have comprehension. So it's like, if you like the color red and I hate the color red, there's no way you're gonna influence me to like it or love. You can
It'll
only
never
like
happen.
what
It'll never
yeah.
happen.
So when you justify yourself, it's like you're talking to a cat on how to pay your taxes. It's never gonna work. You can't talk to it. You can't do it. It just won't work. So
Meow.
in your brain, you're making sense in your brain. You're making sense, like, oh, this is what happened. This is what. But from their lens, since they're incompetent, they're not gonna look at it, and then you're gonna get so upset. How do you not understand this? How do you?
And
You're
at that
you're
point, you
yeah.
just wasting your own energy. It's like you're
Mm.
invalidating your own sense of freaking
Yeah.
what you know to be true. Like, it's just unnecessary.
Yeah, and this is why I said, even if you're at fault, don't justify yourself, because if you're at fault and you're fucked up, they should have the comprehension and the competency to be like, I'm not gonna be around you no more. Why should you have to?
And I would never take that personal. People be
Yeah,
driving me nuts because it's almost like they don't know anything except but to like I used to take it personal the way like retarded people act. Like, I have no other way to say it. Like, I used to take it personal and I realized I'm
yeah,
like, but they do this shit in like every area of their life. It's like, okay, so it's like, bro, I gotta ask myself, am I willing to be around somebody just because it's like maybe they ain't got 100% malicious intent. It's like, bro, the point is, do you give a fuck about yourself? What do you want to do? I don't like being around these people, and I don't have to keep explaining it. And then it's like, it's so deep. Like, I be in school, right? I be in school, I be in
yeah.
college or whatever like that.
And
And
it's
it's like,
harder in college because you gotta kind of deal with motherfuckers when you're in that setting. It's like it's not, because you gotta see motherfuckers every day. You gotta deal with people, so it's more. Like, I know what you mean. You gotta be around motherfuckers. Like,
like,
that's why I used to
yeah,
have problems with people when I was in like school settings and shit. I fucking, that's why I hated high school. I fucking
it
hated it.
feels kind of dramatic. It's like it's all,
Mhm.
and then people, it's like they don't know how to relate. Everything is like surface level, but like under their surface is just misery. I don't really have misery like that under my surface. So I
Yeah,
feel like phony just
like
interacting with niggas sometimes. Yeah.
this probably be my next live stream, but like this whole NPC bot shit, I fucking hate that whole train of thought, that whole topic of this whole NPC and bots. Because, not to say that there's not NPC and bots, I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. It's just, people think that the amount of NPC and bots. Okay, people think what the average person thinks an NPC or bot is. There's a 99% chance that they're also the NPC and bot. So, like, you'll have a lot of people and content creators talking about, oh, how NPC and bots, and you need to they're not chosen like us. But those
No.
people who are talking like that, they're also NPC and they're not chosen. So they're part of that group too. So the percentage of people that aren't NPC or bots is like fucking like 0.1%.
And
Because
it's like mass delirium or something. Like
yeah,
low key.
it's mass delirium because it's like there's certain levels to it. Once you break free from a program, then there's another one. So once you get out of Christianity, there's another one. And there's the government, the system, and just mental illness and social media and all this shit, the food, the stuff in the food,
It's all
it's
pervasive.
created
It's
all
all
these
pervasive.
barriers that you
Yo.
have to break through. So like
Yeah.
there's like probably 1,000 barriers you have to break through. Most people only broke through 3. So there's like damn near everybody's a bot because it's
Literally.
damn near impossible because they keep making new barriers. Then now they have another barrier about like it just there's just so many barriers, like even down to like this whole food stamp shit. Whether you want to argue that Trump did it wrong or right, it's like you're fucking retarded. Why are
That is
you
like the
arguing
least important thing that's even like
yeah,
really like
food.
personally to each individual. Like this shit is crazy, bro, because like all right, there's like two sides to it. With the government, it's like I don't even know what you made up. I don't even know how the fuck you came to that conclusion to turn off food stamps for. And then for people, it's like you'll go online, you'll see motherfuckers talking about some I'm about to rob stores and shit because they cut off the food stamps and blah, blah, blah. First off, they said that shit was like for like 1 month. Second off, it's just like, do you know how much more intense real shit is probably happening or people should be on top of internally in real actual life?
For real. Like it's what I'm saying. And the way I look at it, like how it like society, like any society that we're living in, how is like it's like if you imagine if you're like 30 something years old and
like
you and the only thing you think about is some like let's just say something that's so fucking like retarded and stupid. Like the only thing you think about is what color shirt you're wearing, or if people look at you as cool. Like you're worried about something that doesn't mean anything based upon where you're at. Like how is America supposed to be America and food is a topic of discussion? In any society, food like because first of all, everybody's correlating money with
don't need
food.
No more food.
Everybody's correlating money with food. Everybody's correlating shelter with food. Like when the fuck does money, shelter have to do? When the fuck does food and shelter have to do with money? Like that. First of all, that's the number one thing. So this is why I say it's retarded, because if somebody needs to eat, where's money even in the mix? And if there's money in the mix, then that means there's some type of scam or corruption that's been taking place.
For real.
So that's the first thing. And then secondly, it's like how are we in a society and food, like people haven't eaten. Like everybody should eat at the end of the motherfucking day. If you're in a society, whether you're poor or rich, you know what? That should be a basic, not because it's supposed to and it's right. It's because the way like food is abundant. Like you know how okay, you know how much food they throw away every day? They throw away fucking. This is why I say this is all like a scam, because they throw away so much food every fucking day. Like I go to I don't want to really speak too much about business, but let's just say I go to a lot of these stores a lot and shit. So when I go into the stores, I'll see certain shit. And I know managers that work in the store. Like I actually talk to them, and they tell me they throw away so much food. And I'm like, they said they have to throw away so much food because nobody buys it because it keeps getting expensive. People actually like the organic food that costs a lot of money. They throw more of that away than the cheap food because nobody can afford the expensive food. So the food that costs the most money gets thrown away more than the cheaper food, which is fucking hilarious. So the fact that this is all, the fact of what I'm saying is everyone should be able to eat, regardless if you have money or not. In a normal society, it doesn't make sense. Look at the inmates in jail, and they're eating. I haven't heard about no cutting the food for the inmates in jail. So that just shows you, and you got people in jail living life in prison. So it just shows. So how is this even a topic of discussion? So the fact that it's a topic of discussion, it shows you that it's some type of corruption, some type of scam. It's about emotion. It has nothing to do with what they're telling you, because it's about emotion. They have to, even like the whole shit that they show with like the what's it called? They showed that nigga passing out in the White House. That was all fake. that wasn't real, because they need your emotion, because the government, like, they don't have nothing to do. They're like, the only thing they have to do is watch people on the internet and make their narrative, that they don't know
Because the
what else to
system
do.
already is what it is. You don't like.
Yeah, they don't have
The
nothing to
fuck?
do. So everything is just, they just want to, they just need to get your emotion. This is why I'm saying, like, it's all like, it's like they're
Like
trolling
it's
people.
so deep, it's so dumb. The most important thing you've even heard on the like if they really was doing real shit, niggas wouldn't even have to watch the news. Like you would hear people tell you this is happening and that is happening. You know
Yeah.
what the fuck people tell you? I haven't heard shit worth me even remembering besides the food stamp
And
shit. And that's really
yeah,
only
and
because people keep talking in months. Like
to
what do
be,
like
and to be honest, like, not to mean to cut you off, but even the whole government shutdown shit, I didn't even know that shit happened until like three or 4 weeks after, like, probably like
bro, they
two
said, bro, I
weeks
saw the
ago.
news yesterday. They said that shit has been going on for 40 days. What?
Yeah, I didn't know about it till like 2 weeks ago. And then when I remember when I seen that shit, because somebody mentioned it in my chat, talking about if the government shuts down, and I thought they were just talking hypothetically. I didn't think it was
Yeah.
real. And then a week later, I hear about it, because like, the only reason I hear about this shit, because it be on my feed, because they be tweaking the algorithm to
Dead
push this
ass.
shit in your face like all the time. So it's like, if you're on the algorithm and on the feed, you're gonna see it like eventually. So, or somebody's gonna talk about it on the feed. So that's how I even see all of these news things. It's like, this shit is on my fucking feed. And even when you block it, like, you know how many fucking Fox News channels I blocked on my Facebook, and it's like, I blocked that shit and say do not show me. But there's like 20 million fucking Fox
Like
pages.
the
Like,
shit is like
yeah,
filler.
yeah, because I'd be like, I blocked Fox. Why the fuck are you still showing me Fox? But it'll be Fox in like Alabama, Mississippi, or some shit. I'm like, bitch, I'm not even there. Why are you showing me Fox Network from that country, from that state and country? Or they'll be showing me Rochester, New York Fox, and I'm not even in that area. And I'm like, there's like two, because they got one for each city and each county and shit. And I'm like, even if you block it, they'll show you and each news network, they talk about the same shit. It's nothing different. So it's like, you, even if you block one, it's another one in another state and county that's saying the same shit as this one. So it's like, you can't even get out of it. It's ridiculous.
It's like make sure the people have this on the front of their mind. No more of this shit. Stop. It's not that deep. What the fuck? And it's like,
Yeah. And that's you can tell it's all fake, because like, it's like they're trying to, it's like they're forcing you to watch it. It's all emotional, because like, people will say it's about money, and don't get me wrong, it is about money, but on a certain level, you got to look at it like, it's not, it's about the people, because you have to have the people to believe in money for money to work. You could have $1,000,000, but if nobody gives a fuck about money, then you won't be able to spend it, and the banks couldn't do what they're doing. The banks couldn't carry out their scam. So you need people. So every news narrative is about garnishing the people's emotions to make them feel some type of way. Like, how are you a politician with billions of dollars and you care about me? Like, you fucking an old ass politician. Like, sit your old fucking ass down and go, like,
what you about to do for
go
me?
retire. Like, all
Every
that
time I
money.
see the news, you ain't doing nothing that actually has to do with anyone individually, personally, or anything that
Yeah,
really
they're
affects
not
people.
talking nothing intelligent. It's everything is just like they're trying to trigger somebody, or they're trying to troll somebody. Like, these are a bunch of grown ass
Like,
people.
yo.
And I'm like, nigga, go sit the fuck down. Like, you about to die, probably not even in 5-10 years. And you,
Like, homie,
with
chill,
your
bro.
old ass, sit the
Try to
fuck
enjoy the
down.
rest of your life. Like, what you doing? Like, and you might be
Like,
cooked. You might be cooked,
yeah,
but
it's
damn.
like, and I don't understand all the generational wealth, what they're trying to do, get all this money, because nigga, you are not coming back here to be able to keep doing this shit. Like, because once this government dies off, man, that it's gonna be done, because everything has to go back to its natural state. So what they're doing right now is like, it's like a last ditch attempt, because they know that this is the end. So they're gonna keep trying to do as much and try to drain as much energy from the people, because eventually they're not gonna be able to do this shit no more. That's why, like, it's getting worse. It seems like it's getting worse, because
And
it's
you could,
about to end.
like, I don't mean to cut you off. Like, you could tell it's getting worse too. Like, you could tell just from you, and like you said with the social media feeds. I'll be like, how the fuck this nigga buy Twitter? We're not gonna get. What the fuck you buy Twitter for? Like, what do you like? The nigga buys Twitter all you see on your X feed. I don't be really having nothing except
I don't even use Twitter. I use Facebook, Instagram,
yeah, I just have
and
the shit up
YouTube.
there.
That's it.
And I'll have like fucking animal videos or like science videos or other shit and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. I cannot help it but scroll down my stream or whatever fuck my motherfucking For You page, whatever. They will constantly put up violent and degenerate videos. Like
Yeah,
all I see is a chick cheating on this nigga, somebody having a fight that I don't understand the context, but they murdering somebody getting killed, all this other shit. Like,
yeah.
why do you want to fill this with people's minds? And I go outside and it's like motherfuckers be having strong opinions about the shit. Like, this shit is real life, bro. No one.
It
one
isn't real life. It's not. It's just the internet. Because like one thing I realized is that like even like the whole MGTOW shit. Like there was this MGTOW person. He's like into MGTOW, and he this is what he literally said. He's like,
if I may, what is MGTOW?
It's like a bunch of homosexual men who probably are like
down
low.
I remember that video, and I be seeing them.
Yeah, like they're either, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong being gay because that's your thing. That's your thing. They're just people I do.
Nah, that's not what you. Yeah.
So, but the thing is though, like they're a bunch of men who they pretty much got fucked over by a woman, or they can't get any, so they have a certain resentment due to women. Which I'm not saying like women are perfect, but the fact that they talk about it so much and that's their whole topic of discussion, like, okay, I get it, bitches ain't shit, okay, but move the fuck on and figure something else.
Bro, that's still not your whole fucking life. Like, it's
it's like they talk about like it's their whole life. So,
and then you act like, I remember that video you dropped. You act like there's no bitches in the world that are normal. Like you won't eventually run into one. How is that not inevitable?
Yeah, but like these MGTOW niggas, right? Like they'll sit there and just talk about this. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something, but
yeah.
But it was something about the whole nigga. The dude, the MGTOW, he was like, for some reason when I'm on the internet, everybody that I talk about, everybody talks about MGTOW and women going their own way. But when I bring it up to my friends in real life or I talk about it in public, people look at me like I'm gay. And when he said that, I'm like, bingo, that's good, because that means it hasn't really infiltrated the real world. Because think about it, when you go into the real world, nobody talks about the internet. Nobody talks about meme jokes and meme culture and what's going on in terms of what you're believing. Nobody talks about
the internet
in real life. People look at it like it's weird if in real life. Like if you go up and start streaming in real life, and people are gonna be looking at you like, what the fuck is this nigga stream? Like nobody, even though everybody's on social media, it still hasn't leaked into the real world like the government and the system wants it to. This is why
it's almost like they're trying to push it so hard.
It's never gonna get there. It's never, because the internet would never, especially what they're doing now with the internet, it's just worse. They had a better chance doing that shit probably like 10 years ago, but now it's done because the internet is some social. I'm not gonna say all of social media, but like 80% of social media is something people use as a crutch. So if you're miserable and you're bored and unfulfilled in your real life, the more social media you're going to consume. So it would
just
never
brain rot. The only time I'm
so it's doom scrolling. So it would never replace the real world, because when you're in the real world 100%, you're not connected to this. So it would never connect. The only way you could see it connecting is if you're making money from it and you're streaming and getting paid. That's the closest it will connect. But if you're just a regular person and you're not making money, you're just scrolling, it will never connect. This is why niggas would look at you like a homosexual or a weirdo if you talk about MGTOW in real life.
Because why would you think like that don't even make no sense? Like what?
It don't. Like, yeah, there's niggas I know that they have issues with females and the child support and the bitches did this, but they still find another bitch, or they don't like, oh, I hate females. That's some weird fed shit that's going on. And a lot of the niggas who are in that shit they're mainly feds and it's puppets, or they're niggas who probably never even got no female, so they have a reason to obviously like feel some type of way.
And
but
I don't understand.
It's not nobody normal.
The red pill shit is so like, I'm only 20, so I don't really understand that, I guess, type shit. But it's like, it's so fucking like extreme. It's like, how do you can't live that long and never fuck a bitch, never kiss a bitch, never have a bitch just like had a bitch that didn't do some shit to you. That makes zero sense at all. Like,
it doesn't.
That means it's something like, fuck beyond what you doing wrong. that means it's some shit.
At least get a hooker or some shit. Like,
yo, like, come on, keep it real, man. Keep it real,
real,
homie. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, you acting like bitches.
These niggas won't even get hookers. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get like it be making me think like it's some weird shit because the guys would be like, oh, I don't want the first of them be like, oh, she's a single mother. I want to be with her. Well, I'll fuck a bitch. I wouldn't want to take care of her. Okay, but these niggas be like, I don't want to fuck a girl or be with a girl if she's a single mother, if she this, if she's that, if she has a high body count, but she like bitch. Like, first of all, there's no bitch that's gonna be a 10 out of 10 that has a low body count in 2025.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Imagine a female that's a 10, right? Like damn near every nigga wants. How is a female in her mid-20s that's a 10 have a low body count? Use your common fucking sense. Like these MGTOW, they talk like women don't like to get fucked. Like if a
like female, they aren't real people.
Yeah,
like female, I try to fuck with a bitch. I don't never like I don't think I ever have really like if I was like a kid and it was just like something that we do or some shit like you ask a bitch her body count, bro. I don't ask a bitch her fucking body count. Why would it matter? My dick's about to go in you. Yeah, why would your body count actually fucking matter at this point?
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. Like it's one thing if the female's like obviously a prostitute and she that's one thing. But like these motherfuckers be like this is why they don't get done because it's like the perception in their mind. It's never gonna happen because like there's no bitch that's like fucking in her 20s that's a 10 that has a low body count, and if she does, she's most likely a lesbian, or she don't like she probably has mental trauma, some type of mental trauma where her pussy's dry all the time because she can't get wet because she's so depressed and miserable and fucked up. Like
because niggas is coming to fuck that. Like what? Niggas is coming to fuck whether they performing, faking it, really like the bitch. Shit. That bitch gonna have so many niggas trying to put their dick in her face. She gonna cave into a couple niggas. Like, what the fuck? I wouldn't judge the bitch. What the fuck is it? Like, what? Bitch, I know you're bad. I would think you fucked a couple times. I don't want you to necessarily be extremely inexperienced in some shit, bitch, but like that shit ain't even on my mind. I think you got a fat ass, bitch. What you trying to do? Like, that's the only thought. Like, yo.
You're right, and this is why you'll never see any MGTOW with a female that they like. Like you'd be like, okay, is there at least one MGTOW that has a bitch that they're attracted to that's perfect, that fits the description? You never see it because it literally don't even exist.
I don't think niggas be even having the type. Like if you even was to ask a nigga, okay, so like, cuz on the like real, like bro, on a realistic like standpoint. What the fuck do you even want out of a chick? Because if you could figure it out, I bet money the bitch is somewhere around wherever the fuck you be at. There's too many females on the planet. You might, like me personally, you might even run into a couple of like mentally ill chicks or some shit like that, whatever the fuck. But like, nigga, your dick ain't gonna stay dry forever if you really want to get your dick wet. That's impossible. There's too many humans. People aren't even looking for that much. People are people. Like, what the fuck? The only reason I can see you wanting to like not really fuck for a little while is if you focusing on other shit and like
what baffles me is it's like motherfuckers act like they want a female that's a prostitute but isn't one, but then when you tell them to get a prostitute they're like, no, I don't want to get that.
Like what?
Like weird. Niggas is weird.
Like, and it just be like, I mean, so what are you looking for? Because it's like, and here's the thing, you go on the internet, there's a lot of, and I think y'all know what you're talking about. But yeah, I think I know what you're talking about because there's a nigga I subscribed to by accident because I was watching I just saw one of his videos and I thought it was funny because the guy had a masculinity or a red pill iceberg theory. So I watched it and he said a bunch of funny shit on the video. But it's like the nigga, he has this extremely pessimistic view of women, and he's always talking about the statistics of how chicks act and how
that's probably a Fed channel. It could be a Fed channel because a lot of those channels
he does kind of act like a Fed channel. I'm not gonna lie, and it's
a lot of those channels act Fed. Like you can tell because like the way, especially if there's a lot of animation in their videos and like cartoons or animation, and they talk in a certain tone and like it sounds like they have a voiceover. Like it's a Fed channel.
Yeah, and it's like. It's weird because even with the Fed channels, and it's like nobody believes this shit because anybody in real life, that isn't fucking online. Like, let's say I'm a nigga I'm not really online. I'm not really like giving a fuck about like society and the program shit and shit like that, which is how I like actually feel. Like me personally, I think I haven't like fucked with a chick in like or had any real like sexual interaction. Like it's been like good 9-10 months. Sometimes I go like on hiatus like that. I notice my life is going through that. But it's like at the same time, it's like, nigga, the shit ain't driving me up the wall. Like I fucking watch porn or something, but it's like it's not driving me up the wall because if I want to fuck with a chick, I'm a fuck with a chick. And I be having reasons not to because I'll be more concerned with like my spiritual shit or like my shadow.
But you gotta understand a lot when you see a red pill or a big tail, they're speaking of trauma. They're not speaking just based. They're not speaking just on. Not to say what they're saying. Some of the shit they saying isn't factual.
Yeah,
but they're speaking from trauma. So it's like everything that's coming out their mouth is they've been hurt or they've been stung or because it don't make any fucking sense. And I'm like, just go get a hooker if you really want to get with some women. But it's like, I don't want to get that because this and that. They'll make up some reason. I was like, okay, nigga, like, and then they'll even like talk down about other men who do that. And I'm like, it'd be weird, dude. It'd be
like I'm not gonna never talk down to somebody like at the end like. It may only reason
that not even just hookers, like even if it's a man who will get with a female who's a 10, they'd be like, oh, he's a simp. But then so
what?
In anybody who gets with a female, it's like they're a simp. So it'll be a guy who can't get women. They'll say, oh, he's an incel. But in a guy who can get women, he's a simp. So it's either you're a simp or an incel. It's never like a normal person who just gets women. It's never like
well,
that.
Damn, it sounds like you want to fuck niggas after a while,
and this is why I say don't follow the internet because it goes into just not even just MGTOW. It goes into even finances. Like there was this one bald-headed ass nigga I used to watch. And he used to talk about, this was back when I used to believe in like the economy and all this. I didn't believe in it, but I used to entertain that shit. I never really I always looked at it weird, but about all the economy's gonna crash. And I even used to talk about it on my channel at one point, like the economy's gonna crash and this and that. And I remember he was like, I went to the grocery store and I don't know how people, this is what he said. He's like, I don't know how people are doing it. People are actually out here filling their grocery carts. I don't know where they're getting their money from. He's all like acting like everyone's supposed to be broke and shit. And I'm like, nigga, you on social media too much. Don't get me wrong. Like everybody ain't rich and everybody ain't broke. That's something you guys need to know. Everybody's not broke. Everybody's not rich. People are just people. What you're going through in your life is your problem. So if you go on somebody's page and they're bitching about women, that's their problem. Anybody who's watching their video and commenting in support, that's their problem. So don't act like it's the world problem. There's people out here who are not having financial issues. There's people out here who are rich. There's people, it's all sorts. I go to Whole Foods because I can't eat any of this garbage. So I have to go to Whole Foods. I have to go to Sprouts to get all my shit. I can't eat none of this shit because like I literally can't. Not even just, I'm like, some bougie and I need, I literally can't eat non-processed shit. It irritates the fuck out of me.
I'm not gonna lie. That's why I don't mean to cut you. That's why I respect you and shit because it's like, you don't like, I be dealing with my mom's like people and shit. Like I know, like, or put it like this. I notice I eat too much too often. It's like it's a sense of gluttony that come over me. Like a nigga can't think straight. A nigga too like sluggish or too comfortable, and it's like you don't even. It's almost like I start to feel like out of alignment.
It's a drug. Like I only reason I eat nowadays if I
like it's a sedative.
Yeah, it's like it's a drug. Like I don't even like I just if I do eat, it's because of like the same, like it's like a pleasure. It's like I want to get high. Like sometimes I'll be like, even when I be eating, I'll be like looking forward to, like it's weird because like, well, I don't want to I'll get into another video, but what I was saying is I go to Whole Foods,
exactly what you're talking about. I used to go on there used to be times where I'm gonna be honest, I was like, you see how you was talking about you kind of gotta bust through all these layers and shit like that. And it's like it's weird because one of the layers is it's so many. It's like a fucking the shit crazy.
Yeah, so many layers.
Like, I literally I remember when I had turned 18. It was like 2-3 months after that or some shit like that. Because I'm an Aries, so I turned 18 on March 23rd. Sometime in like 2023, I remember, and it was the end of
I'm an Aries moon, so
Yo, we out here. Yo, we out here. My
Yeah.
little brother Aries Moon. That shit crazy. He the only family member I actually like. That shit deep. He's like, yo, only one, and he only 6. But motherfucking,
He
it
probably a
was deep.
crazy motherfucker too.
Yo, that
He
shit deep.
probably like get hella hype and shit. Like it, because
Yo, he be running around the crib. I'll be
Yeah,
like,
like,
oh shit.
yeah, I'm a Pisces sun, Aries moon. So like,
Damn.
and I have a Virgo ascendant. So like, how people, that means like when people see me as a Virgo ascendant, people think I'm like very uptight and have a stick in my ass and I'm very like intellectual. But then my Pisces is like I'm calm, but then like because people look at me like I'm very calm professional and I'm like some type of nerd or I'm somebody who's like old, like who's kind of naive. That's how that's how my sun and my ascendant make me look like somebody who's very naive and very young and impressionable. But then like my Aries moon and then my other placements is like I'm opposite. So when people see me, it kind of rubs them the wrong way because they'll think, oh, you're supposed to be this, but then they'll see like I'll be cussing, I'll be because it's like my external demeanor doesn't match how I am because the way my alignments is like set up.
Yeah.
So like I get people to like a lot of people probably think I'm fake or I'm trying to pretend like I'm tough or like it gives people that impression, which is like this is just who I am inwardly and like I don't really like so like it's just weird.
It's not some shit I'm trying to be. Yo, bro, it's crazy that you say that because I'm motherfucking it's earlier you said some shit. You might have a lot of Libra placements that be keeping you in relationships because you be giving a fuck about that shit and you be trying where you really not supposed to. And like I be accepting that shit about myself. I be weighing out the pros and cons.
There's nothing wrong with that too. Like
little balance Libra shit.
Nothing wrong with relationship with them. Just don't let a toxic ass bitch be the interview and don't let her be on your mind and giving your energy. Like that's one thing I don't like. It's nothing wrong with a good healthy relationship, but when I see a toxic ass bitch and then you see somebody just keep going back and forth to her and trying to justify because he wants to, like that's a flaw and you need to try to heal.
I was just on the phone with some nigga like that because this nigga he be like dumping his shit on me and shit like that, and like I be talking to him sometimes about like my relationship issues or this and third. Sometimes I think I be caught up in a layer sometimes, and I be like fighting to get up out of it. That's really what I be talking to him about, and I was realizing it, and it'd be like nigga be giving me this advice and shit like that, and I just be looking at this nigga like, yo, that is the worst advice possible. What is wrong with you? Like this nigga, he with some chick right now. He been with this chick for like I don't know how long. This nigga was cheating on this chick back and forth. He was manipulating her into being in an open relationship. This chick be cheating on him back and forth. Now this nigga gave her a disease before. He stopped doing shit after that. And then it's like this chick still be cheating on him here and there to this day type shit. But he be like keeping her in a toxic relationship and fucking with her feelings and shit and be guilt tripping. And I just be looking at this nigga like, yo,
see, like I can't do that because
like that shit is dumb. That shit feels so demasculating.
It's like me personally, like I have to be very careful on shit like that with me because I could end up doing shit that I don't plan on doing. Like I remember I was locked up in the county probably back in 2015, and I went in there and I was like, I don't want to start no fights. I'm not trying to do anything, and I didn't want to get it because I was kind of like concerned, like I don't want to get in no fight and shit. But I remember there's some nigga, he pissed me the fuck off so much, and I ended up fucking like I went into his room and I stole like a whole, like, because in prison everything's so expensive, so I stole his fucking like MP3 player. It was like $30 and I stole like 2 of his Reese's. Reese's is like, because food is a commodity. So his Reese's, one of those like $4 for a Reese's because candy's expensive. I stole his like 2 of his Reese's.
Oh shit, that means you got Aries in the 8th house. You got a moon in the 8th house. That shit deep.
I got a moon in the 8th. So I went in there and I took a whole bunch of his shit, and like this nigga, like, cause this nigga was hella fucking big and shit, and he said something to piss me the fuck off, and then I was like, I'm not trying to fight this motherfucker. This is like back when I was young. Like, I didn't try to fight this motherfucker. So I went into his room, I took hella shit, and I almost got caught taking it. But like, to be honest, I was like, I'm gonna stay out of trouble. But that situation made me realize like I have to really be careful because I'll end up doing some shit I don't plan on doing. Like there'll be times where I almost landed in jail because I would end up getting into a fight and I don't mean to, because like certain things, like this is why like I don't deal with people unless my emotions are in check. Like right now I'm in a state of mind where my emotions are in check compared to before, but Like when it comes to certain, like for example, like if I'm dealing with a bitch and she ends up, like you said, a toxic relationship, I'll probably end up going to jail, getting the domestic dispute charge or something.
Yo,
And
G.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't. That's this is why I have
Cause
to.
bitches be losing. Yo, I don't care
Yeah,
what nobody bitches be. Yo, G, I'm gonna tell you. Like, I gotta. It's
I
funny
have
because I can.
I have emotional responsibility that I know that okay, if I put myself in this position, I may potentially harm this person and go to jail because
Yeah,
that's what they want you to do.
yeah,
They want you to put you around people that have them say something or do something so you can react, and then now the state owns you because you did something to go to jail. But
yo,
this is why you need to know. This is why certain individuals, certain people, I know not to be around because I know they may bring something out of me, and then I don't want to take that risk of me potentially going to jail for doing something like that I regret.
that
Beat a
ass.
bitch in her ass. Like this is where you got to know how to choose the females you're with. Like for example, like every time I'll see like there'll be a female and she's like, oh, the man always hits me. I look at it from both
Bitch.
perspectives. I look at it from both perspectives. Like
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, why are you? I go to the man. I'll be like, why the fuck are you hitting the female? And I go to the female. Why are you with this man? To the man, if you feel like a female, like this one dude I met, he was in jail for he went to county like a couple times for hitting this bitch, and I was like, this is what I told him, I'm like, if you feel like she gets you upset for you to hit her, why are you with her? Just leave because you know
Literally.
that's what I said. I said just leave because you're gonna end up going to jail. I look at it from both perspectives.
You
Like,
think you can't find a better bitch or something, homie? Like,
yeah,
I promise you probably can.
or maybe you don't need no female. Just be solo and get your shit in check. And then
Yo.
when you do that, you'll find a female who will come naturally. Because like I said, you're not supposed to really force anything in life.
Yeah.
Anytime you're forcing something or something is complicated, then that's something that means it's not in alignment.
Exactly. What you need to do is like turn back around and go back to that shit that you was doing that wasn't so complicated. Best
Yeah.
believe you're gonna come up with some new,
This doesn't
fresh,
mean it's not
cold ass
hard.
idea.
Because hard and complicated are two different things.
Yeah.
Something that's hard, complicated is doing something you don't know what you're doing. Hard is you know what you're doing, but you just have to go through it.
Yeah.
Like fasting, that's hard. It's not complicated. When you
Yeah.
fast, it's hard because you gotta deprive yourself, but you know what you're doing, you know why you're doing it. That's hard. When it's complicated, it's you trying to open up some fucking like drop shipping business because some influencer told you that's how you make money, but you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Maybe you're
You
not even meant
lost
to
in
even
a
be doing that.
motherfucking sauce and shit.
Yeah, wasting your time, wasting your money. Oh, the business isn't working, or I'm doing stock market trading. Maybe stock trading isn't for you. Just because you see people make money from it doesn't mean you're gonna make money. Maybe your spirit doesn't want to do that. So it's complicated, and you're sitting here. Oh, I need to study more. I need to read. No, that's life isn't supposed to be complicated.
Nah, fuck that.
It's supposed to be hard at times, but not complicated.
And it's like I think part of the reason people like, yo, it's kind of like I really be coming to that conclusion too. Like I be really like I think part of that should be too, like people be knowing they finished. Or at least people be knowing they so fucking behind or
Yeah,
so like
especially a lot of these Gen Z, a lot of these
yo,
little struggle
everybody
consoles.
my age lost. Like I'm continue. No, continue. Just continue, please.
Yeah, they lost because they know, and the thing is, they're starting to get comfortable in their lostness because there's so many. This is why, like,
Thank you.
like
Thank you.
me, I'm not that old. I'm 33. I don't think I'm that old.
Damn, you're not even up there yet. You're not
Yeah,
even up
well,
there
some
yet.
people say I'm old, but I don't feel that old.
Nah, you not. Nah.
Yeah,
Nah.
but back in my day, if your life was fucked up, like back, I was in high
You give
school
27 vibes to this day. You give 27
for sure. But back in my day, like let's just say 2000, I was in high school 2006 to 2010. So around high school and even like after high school, little, if your life was fucked up, that's something you don't want to brag about or tell anything about anybody about. That's something you just deal with or you keep to yourself, and people will clown you for that shit. It seems like on social media now, if you're broke, if you have relationship issues, if you got family issues, financial issues, all this other shit, somehow that like that's like the cool thing, and people relate to you, and
Let's
like you could go viral from that shit. Like it's weird.
Yo, like people turn it into like validation farming, like they narcissistic or some shit, and it's just like what happened to you like, just being authentically you and people just relate to one another? Where did all this attention seeking shit come from? Where did that become like a real life serious thing? That shit is crazy.
What become a real life serious thing? I missed
Like
that last.
it's like a thing where it's like people turn their proclivity to not want to grow into something to get attention for and to relate to each other on, just like you
Yeah,
said. And that shit is crazy.
like they're trying to get lit. Like how they're trying to get lit off their flaws. Like instead of actually doing the work to do it naturally, they're like, since I can't do it because it's too hard and too complicated, it's too hard for me, and I can't do it the normal way. Let me just try to get lit off my failures, and maybe I can still reach where I want to be, while out actually not doing the work, and I can just get lit off my failures. Like it's weird.
Like yo, Chauncey, that just reminds me because I was just let me tell you, and then here's some shit that I be having. Here's the shit that like I gotta take accountability for. Like for example, I'm an Aries sun with a Virgo moon, so it's kind of like your shit because you got a Virgo rising, you got the Aries moon, but it's not the same. It's not the same. But like I'm an Aries sun with a Virgo moon and a Libra rising, and then it's like
Okay.
I have a my Mercury, my Venus, my North Node, they all in Aries, but they're all in the seventh house because it's Libra rising. So it's like
Mhm.
I be in these relationships
Yeah,
and they act.
you have a relationship, you have a stellium in for relationships, so you probably got to worry about like not try to be so dependent on relationships and let them control you and shit. Like
Dead ass.
I have a stellium at the sixth house, so when it comes to
Mm,
like and it's in Aquarius, so when it comes to like my health
mm.
and shit, how I do it, and like my routines, I has to be different. I can't be like
Yeah,
everybody.
you gotta really like ride your own shit type shit.
Yeah,
You can't
if
really
I
be
the more I copy people and I do what everyone's doing, I get fucked up. But when I do it my
ha
own
nigga
way,
caught cancer.
it
Yeah.
gets way better. That's why like even when it comes to like certain health issues and shit, I can't like when I take herbs don't work for me. I have to like straight up fast. Like herbs sometimes actually make me even more sick depending on what herb. And like even when I get illnesses, it has nothing to do with what I'm eating and what I'm doing. It has everything to do with what I'm doing spiritually because I have a Aquarius stellium sixth house. So like when I do have health issues, it's not really what I'm doing physically, is what I'm doing in my life. Like, so if I'm not off my spiritual path, all of a sudden, like my leg, like for example, I remember I ended up doing something I wasn't supposed to do. And I was hella happy because it was like, this was years ago. And I did something, like, I'm not going to get too much, but I did something I
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to do. And I was hella happy. And I was like, oh man, I got this thing. And I knew I wasn't supposed to do it. My ankle started hurting. Like I couldn't even walk on it for like a few days. Like it just happened out of the blue
Damn.
for no reason. So it's like things will happen to me to tell me like, okay, this is what, like it's just weird health shit, and like
Yeah.
that's part of it. Like, and I couldn't even ride my scooter because I had this. That's when I was riding a scooter around town because I didn't have no fucking car. Nothing. This was like back in 2018. I was riding my. I couldn't even ride my scooter because I used to ride my scooter to the chiropractor around the whole fucking city. Like, I found that scooter on the ground, and I think I found it, and I just I could even ride it. I had to walk fucking around the whole city, but.
Oh nah,
Yeah,
that's
go ahead. What were you
wild.
saying though? My bad to cut you off.
Nah, nah, nah. But the shit, no. When you say shit like that shit like it be like confirmation for me because I go through shit like that to the point where like I feel like on a subconscious way, like
Mm-hmm.
like I literally like, and it's not a fear thing, but it's like I have a caution towards kind of like going away from my path a little bit and shit. And it's like I be trying to keep it like it's kind of sometimes it even makes me a little stiff and shit. And every once in a
Like
while
like
I'll have
like.
I get too stiff or I remember it was a time when I just sat around and didn't do nothing because I was so really it was really a depressed thing and it was really just I
Yeah,
couldn't like really handle the projections of a lot of people and shit and the
yeah.
shit that was going on.
People. I have a son in the seventh house, but
Wow, me too. Yeah,
oh, you have a
yeah,
son. Yeah, you have a
yeah,
seventh house stellium. Damn.
yeah.
So that means a lot of people will show you. A lot of people will show you what you need. That means, and try not to feel like you need to be validated by people
Yes,
opinion, and
yes,
because people ain't shit at the end of the day.
yeah.
You need to understand, like, you don't want
Cause
to be validated by people. If motherfuckers don't like you, that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It could be something
yeah,
wrong with them. And also, like, a lot of people will show you themselves. So if you're look at
yeah.
every relationship you're in, look at it, how the person is, how they act towards you, and this is going to tell you a lot about where you're at. Like, if you're with a female and she's a bitch, then that shows you what frequency you're on at that
Dead
time.
ass, dead ass.
because you
You
have a
know?
lot of seventh house, so it's gonna show yourself through relationships, and it doesn't even have to be with people, just relationships in general, like how you relate to anything really.
Yeah.
But
This shit is crazy. Like, for
yeah,
example, it's crazy that you say.
and you say you're Aries sun.
Yeah,
What that?
so like everything that I have in the seventh house, I also have in Aries. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
kind of
so it's a lot of tension because so the Aries imposes Libra, so it's gonna be like very how you're gonna come off how you act, and how you act is probably gonna rub people off the wrong way.
and I'm gonna keep it real. It's funny because it's like
Yeah.
I don't know if it like I have a whole lot of Aries, first house, seventh house, Libra axis shit. Like because on top of all that,
Yeah,
it's the
because
Libra.
how you act, because you act in a way, and you throw people off how you act, because like when you're in a relationship with people, you're gonna throw them off based upon how you are, because it's in Aries, and Aries is opposes
And
Libra. So
it's
you probably give people like females in a relationship with you probably think that you're somebody that doesn't really like relationships, but at the same time, with all your seventh house, you do. But then just how you act, it comes off like you probably don't want to be in a relationship, but in reality, you really do want to be in it. It just you want it in a certain way.
yeah,
So you have to know how to balance it.
I'm trying to be cool. Like I'm trying to be like my best authentic self and put my best foot forward, but like I don't give a fuck about the people pleasing performative compromising shit. And it's
Mm-mm.
like I end up in a lot of relationships because here's the funny part. I have a
Yeah.
like I have a Jupiter in Libra too. It's crazy. Like it's too much Aries Libra shit that goes on. So what happens here is it's like because it's the rising sign or something like that. It's like people see me and it's like they think I'm one way or they think I'm someone they can just release everything to or be mad comfortable around. And it's like I'm kind of cool with that because I don't judge, but
And you say you have an Leo ascendant.
I have a Libra ascendant
Oh,
and
Libra
Jupiter is
ascendant.
there.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So like Jupiter's in the first house with Libra,
So
but
you
it's
have your ascendant is opposing your sun. So it's like people see you as something, but once they get to know you, you're opposite of what they see you as. So you give people the wrong impression in a certain way. Like you could give people the wrong impression of who you are. So like you probably dealt with situations where people you cool with somebody, but then once you get to know them, it's like something happens and you probably like, damn, I'm cool with this person. But then after you cool with a few months or a few weeks, then you have a falling out or some bullshit
yeah,
happen.
or like there was this one chick I was just trying to take her on a date like maybe like a month ago or some shit. She had a Libra
Yeah.
moon and she was a motherfucking Capricorn. But like I didn't really dwell on that too much. I just knew it because I asked like her zodiac chart and shit like that. So I think she was like feeling my rising sign or some shit like that. But it's like when she
Yeah.
started to get to know me, it's like yo, she just kind of like up and like switched on me a little bit. And I'm like, yo, what's up with that? Like you said we was gonna go on a date this week or whatever. I said I was gonna take you, I was gonna pay for everything. What we trying to do? And it was like it was
Go ahead.
and it
I'm
was
just
yo,
thinking, like, it
and it was
reminds me of my,
almost
because I'm a ascendant opposing sun, but mine is in Virgo and in Pisces. So when people see me, like they see me as very like I come off like that's why when you guys see my videos, I'm hella intellectual and like come off
yeah.
a certain way, and I may come off a certain way that's professional and the way I talk, and but then like my actions is Pisces, so like
Yeah.
I'm kind of psychotic and crazy, and I don't give a fuck. So like certain things in my life, in my real life, like people see me like, because Pisces is like, because I'm not gonna lie, like I am kind of psychotic and crazy depending on certain situations, but I'm actually working on it. But then the way I talk and project myself is like somebody intelligent. That's why I said like I'm not perfect. Like I give the message and I talk, but at the same time, like I have Pisces in me, which is opposing that. So how you see me, sometimes I have to practice what I preach, because I'm sometimes I may not practice what I preach because of that thing, because I be in my
Yeah.
bullshit sometimes, which I'm getting out. But I admit this to you guys.
Real
And
shit.
I'm not acting like I'm
And I
perfect,
love
because
that. Like you're so fucking authentic. You're so raw and real that it's like a person can't do nothing but relate to it or realize where they're being fake at. Like I be seeing your videos and shit, and you be saying shit, and I like it because sometimes like you'll call me out or some shit like that, or sometimes I'll ask myself if I'm doing this behavior, and sometimes I'll even feel like you calling me out, but then I realize no, that's another fucking layer I'm caught up in. thank you for pointing out another fucking layer of mentality that isn't really me, but like I be playing out that nature because it's like a subconscious fitting in thing type of shit.
It's you probably will because you got it because we are on social media and we watch shit, and there's so many programs that they have you in. This is why they pay these influencers. Why do you think they call it influencer? And they pay these niggas a lot of money because they need them to keep pushing out this content to keep the people's mind in a very sunken
we gonna
place.
give you like, fake views all like, oh yeah, you got 100K views out the all the subscribers you want.
Yeah,
keep kicking that shit. Keep kicking that shit. There ain't nobody watching your shit. Nobody.
It's all bots and it's fake, especially nowadays. And it's not even about the views; it's the watch hours. Like most people aren't even watching these fucking. Like a lot of those views are either fake or if they are real, somebody clicks on it and watches it for like 10 minutes. So it'll be a whole
hour.
So
it's not even really accurate.
It is not because they're not factoring in why. If they connected the views to watch hours, say we only will give you a view if somebody watched you for over 30 45 minutes if it's an hour-long video, or if it's a 2-hour-long video you have to watch it for at least 40% or 30% of the video for it to count as a view. The views will go down unless it was bots, because what happened is a 3-hour video you would at least have to watch an hour of that for it to be counted as a view, or a 30-minute video have to watch at least 10 minutes. But if you go to these if you go to these people, these content creators watch hours, they're very, very low. Nobody's even watching their whole video for the most part, and it's like no one's watching their shit. So it's like in people, and a lot of the views, the only reason they're getting views is because they put them on the algorithm. So even the audience isn't authentic. This is how you have people like young Pharaoh. He was up, but then now look at him now, because his audience was fake. It's proof that your audience is fake. It's not authentic. It's not real. It's not really real support. It's all based upon the algorithm. And when you're pushing shit down people's throat, don't get me wrong, it's good, because if you have a business and you want to develop clients to make money, that's good because you get more people. But if you're trying to push a message and build an authentic audience to do something with beyond just business, then that's a problem. This is why you're not supposed to build no type of community on the internet like that. Like if there's a few people you deal with, like you can count on a hand and you met them in real life, that's fine. But like you don't want to build a whole community off the internet, because that's when it's going to be a problem.
For real, because it's all like it's manufactured. It's crazy. I used to have a fucking Instagram channel, and like I would watch Dolo the Pilot Man. Like funny shit is what Dolo the Pilot Man is. That nigga be speaking mad truth, but then he'll
he's one of the few people who speak truth on here,
no matter what, and he'll go off on funny shit is he an Aries too. We all Aries. That shit crazy. And he'll go off on like a tangent and some shit, and it's like you get what he's saying, but like you don't ever like experience, fucking bots coming to your chat or some shit like that. I was on Instagram. I got fake bitches texting my phone. I got motherfuckers, and the shit's so deep. It's like whatever this fucking bot is, the government. Like I don't have that channel no more because it's like I just went through like you go.
How many subscribers did you have on it?
I think I had. This was on Instagram though, so it was really just like followers. But I only like.
Was it a lot or like a little? Because for you
I
to have
200, I had like 200, 250 or something like that. It wasn't a lot, but here's the thing: it was people that I used to go to high school with and shit like that were in the lower grades, or people that like were in my grade at the time. So that was part of the only reason I even cared to get on and talk shit. And I used to be on astrology before, so I'm like, all right, let me kick to y'all niggas the new shit I learned and shit like that. So it's like what I noticed is, like, for example, there was this one female, right? She was in like a lower grade than me, like one lower grade or two lower grades, right? She texted my phone out of nowhere, some shit like that, like trying to get my email password, trying to act like she knew my email password, some shit like that. I'm like, yo, what's your zodiac sign? What the fuck is you talking about? Like, what? Like, what the fuck's you? And then it confused me because I'm like, motherfucker, we've met before. Like, I know you. Like, you're an associate, but like, we've met before. Like, I know you. Yo, why I go and I see there's two, like, there's like a copy of the same fucking account or some shit like that. I'm like, the fuck? So I go and text that person. They don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm like, bro, did somebody just text me that isn't this person, but it looks like their fucking account? That shit is weird. And it was a bot. It was like 6, 7 of them shits hitting my shit up. And shit. That shit was weird. I'm like, who the fuck?
What? I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. Like this social media shit be hella weird. I don't like. This is weird, man. People be doing some weird shit on here. Like it's crazy.
Yo, and it'd be like, damn, I'm just talking about like I made a video about, I think the grit, because I only ever got like 7, 8, or 9. I only ever got like 10, 11, or 12, maybe 18 likes on like the most video I ever got, and I think it was like 50 views or some shit. Like I had a good amount of like 3 hours watch time. Like it was okay. It was okay, and it was a video of me talking shit about the songs that I didn't like or some shit like that. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, I started getting bots. That shit was creepy, and it's like even but the
You
world
started
is weird.
getting bots when?
I started getting bots like a little bit after that, like after that fucking video, because I was dropping mad videos, but I noticed the bots started appearing after that motherfucking video,
Yeah.
and it was
Because they have to put bots to make the internet look like it's engaging. Otherwise, like this shit will be like look like literally a dead internet, like they say. Because ain't nobody really commenting really like that, and like even YouTube is the worst because you notice how they'll block your comments on YouTube. You can't even use swear words in the chat. Like on
yo,
it's funny on one of Dolo's live stream because they be blocking his shit like crazy. And one I remember like I left a comment on one of his posts and they blocked my comment. I went on another profile, I could not see my comment, and it wasn't even it had no swear
damn.
words. And then there was somebody else who left a swear word. It was like Dolo be on some bullshit, and it showed his comment. So because his channel is attacked by Fed, so like they be blocking out people's
All the
posts.
time. Like he gets so many trolls. If you just look through his comments, it's like you don't even barely see any real comments.
It's because like it's not just because what he's saying, because a lot of people say, oh, because he's teaching and he goes deep. That's part of it, but there's like a lot of shit that happens behind closed doors that you don't know that's going on.
Yeah.
So like there's certain things that like that happen. Like he'll say, like for example, like a year ago he said something. He'll say something like, this is gonna happen to you guys if you keep fucking with me. And then like 6 months later, something will happen to them, but he didn't do it. Like it's
Yeah.
weird. Like he be doing some type of witchcraft, not even witchcraft really. Like it's just they like he be warning these niggas don't be doing certain shit, and then down the line certain shit be happening. So when they're trolling him, it's not like the same reason like somebody trolls me, because a normal person, like they don't know me, they'll be like, oh, they just trolling me for shits and giggles. When they're trolling him, it's because they hella upset, butthurt, because
Word.
there be things that be happening behind closed doors
Word.
to their people, and
Yeah.
and he
And he be
warned
saying
them.
that shit too. He be
Yeah,
like,
and it
yo, y'all niggas keep playing. I don't have
yeah
no secrets. Y'all niggas
yeah
is going through real shit and y'all niggas just gonna keep playing. Like, okay.
yeah, and then that's what be getting them upset. That's why they can't leave his channel alone. That's why he got to get off. He's like, oh, I'm not going live no more, because like, which I can kind of see why he's doing it, because like they're never gonna stop, because it's like they hella butthurt, they hella upset because shit happened. Like a lot of shit like went down that then he's not gonna say everything on the internet, but
Word.
I could feel like a lot of shit went down, and like how you've been telling them like you guys are gonna end up losing your job or not or whatever, or you guys gonna have to
Yo,
go.
he be saying that shit straight to
Yeah,
their
like I
face,
think
bro.
yeah, I think something happened where like a lot of people their money was being fucked up behind closed doors, but it had nothing to do with him, but it did. But like, because it was some weird shit that went on, and then
Word.
when it happened after he said it, then that's what triggers these people to keep trolling him. Like, and
Cause,
then
cause to make it
they
worse,
try
y'all
to
niggas is trolling, and the nigga knows what's going to happen. Like he's telling it to your face, and it's like you want to have some denial, and it's like you keep
yeah
fucking with the spirit if you want to.
yeah.
Keep
Like he
going.
be telling them, and then they don't listen, and I'm like, and then like they can't like because he's not like he's going out there and physically doing it, so they
Nah.
can't throw him in jail. Like this is on you guys. You guys are creating your own because they're doing it
Yeah.
to themselves. That's the thing. He's not really doing it. They're doing it to themselves. He's just allowing the energy to work harder because like what happened the way it works is like you can't make somebody let's just say you can't make somebody overdose, but if you put a spirit of lust and indulgence on someone, you can whatever desires that they have, they're going to just do it more. So somebody who's addicted to drugs, if I send a negative spirit to them, I'm not killing them, I'm just making what they already do more heightened. So a person who does drugs every day, if I send a negative energy, they're going to probably overdose the next day, not because I killed them, but because they were already doing drugs, and I that spirit of lust and indulgence. I amplified it. So what they were already doing, it just played out as even worse. So you can't make somebody do something. You can just amplify what they're already doing.
And
So
it's like
if you're
that's weird that you say that because I be seeing that shit happen to people in real life when they
mm,
be doing that shit to me. But I be disassociating from that because I be like, damn,
yeah,
if that's really going on with you, that's just I don't need to be in any type of energy that even would put me in a situation like that because I already know enough. So it would just hurt my feelings more if I'm in the situation. I feel like I'm out of alignment and I did this to myself. And it's just crazy because it's almost like in the simplistic term of saying it, you come fucking with somebody, the more true to themselves they are, the more of a mirror they are. It's almost like you can't really put that energy on them. That shit is just gonna go straight back to you, and it's like it's gonna.
this is why I can't really be around motherfuckers because like I feel like I'm a mirror because especially as a Pisces they act like mirrors
Yo,
regardless if they want to or not. The Pisces will act like a mirror regardless if they want
we
to or
we we
not.
can't help that shit. We can't like I'm not a Pisces. I got a 12th house moon, but I'm
Mhm.
not a Pisces. But like I have a like my Venus is in Aries, but it's at 1 degree, so it's at like the cusp of Aries and Pisces. And I
Yeah,
notice like when it comes to like not just even in my love situation, when it comes to relationships in general, I notice I don't really have to do anything. I just let people do whatever they do, and I just let them exacerbate their shit. And I notice it's like
yeah.
they do the same shit. They go harder and harder and harder. Like even people that try to like emotionally fuck with me or some shit like that. It's like that 12th house moon be fucking them up too. And I just be looking at these niggas like it's almost like it's a humbling. It's almost like it's a
Mhm.
humbling, but it's like I'm learning to I don't even want to keep people around me like that because it's like a
Yeah,
motherfucker, it's like you'll do some
because
shit to them.
like
You yeah,
like you said I about keeping people. I don't have an issue with keeping people away from me because I don't deal with motherfuckers like unless there's a really meaningful purpose to it. But
yeah,
if I like my intuition is very strong when
yeah.
I'm around individuals. Like there be times where I just don't like somebody, and it's not
No matter what, no
yeah
matter what.
it's not just because they disrespected me or not. They could be smiling and talking nice, and I just don't like this person, and then
Like
something will happen that would show me like I don't like it
precisely
will
why.
yeah it would show me like there was this one person, like this one female, like I go and like she never said nothing disrespectful, but I just didn't like her energy. And then one day she just had an attitude for no reason, but then the other day she was all smiling and talking, and I was like, I
Yeah.
don't like the way. And then she had an attitude with me for no reason, and it's like I don't know, my intuition is really strong. So this is why I
Yeah.
can't really because if I it's to a point or at this
And
point
I be
where
feeling like they be peeping. Like I feel like they be peeping. You know that they fake or some shit, and like they don't want to like drop the act or they feel it's very weird because when I see shit like that, I be like, okay, if you're a fake person, right, and you do fake shit, right, and you being fake to me, motherfucker, if you feel like I see that shit and I got to beef with it, get the fuck away from me. Don't you got other people in your life that you just don't do fake shit to? Like,
yeah.
don't you understand? Like, and it's almost like no, they do fake shit to everybody. It's just
Why
niggas
would
be
you want
like,
to be around someone you don't like? Is what I want. Like if I'm
I
around,
don't understand that shit. Like, what do you what? Like,
yeah, like when
like
I was
even
in
if
high
I'm
school,
around a person that I don't really like that, I'm gonna know it, and to a degree, like I'm gonna tell you the type of shit that I don't like about you, but like there's gonna be a distance between it. And if it ever
yeah,
comes to a forefront, motherfucker, you're gonna go know why I walked off from you. I don't know why people do this thing where it's like
like they'll
they
be like this, especially this happens. And this happened when I was. I feel like the older you get, the more it's happened. When I was younger, this happened. Maybe it does happen now because people are immature nowadays. But you'll
yeah.
have people that'll be around you, and then they'll be talking all this bullshit. Like they'll be like trying to talk shit and sneak this and do all this negative, say all these negative things. It's like, why the fuck are you around me if you don't like my energy? Like, how are you gonna be around somebody and say that they're your friend, but talk all this bullshit? And when I was in high school, when I was younger, I used to not know, like, I used to not look at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
I used to just think of it like, oh, whatever. I just used to blow it off, but I never
Dead
looked at
ass, yeah.
like okay, if you talking all this shit, then how the fuck are you around me? Like that don't make any sense.
Like that makes zero like what we got some weird jealousy, creepy perv stuff. Like
Yeah,
what
that's
we doing
weird.
here?
Like I don't get it. Like it's a mental illness, and then you'll see like it's like you feel like you need to be around me, or like what is it? Like it's kind of weird. So that's something like that's one thing I peep and I can see that. This is why like my intuition is very strong and shit, and I notice when I'm around most motherfuckers, most people are just scumbags in this world.
Period.
Like you
Period.
said earlier,
Straight up.
like you
Straight
said
up.
earlier, everyone's walking around with a dark cloud because you got to understand, motherfuckers go through shit. Everybody goes through shit, especially now because we're at a time. Let me tell you the reason why people are walking around with a shit. It's not just because people are upset and the economy. That's not really what it is. And because even if you go to rich neighborhoods, people still have that dark cloud. It's everywhere. Yeah. It's because you have to be in alignment with your true self at this point. Hold on. You have to be in alignment with your true self at this point. If you're not in alignment, then the universe, the spirit is not going to allow you to.
Life is not going to go right for you.
It isn't. And then people are trying to get money. They're trying to get a relationship to be happy. No, happy, just like if you want something, you need money. Like if I want a soda, I have to pay money to get a soda. In the spiritual realm, if you want peace, if you want happiness, there's certain things you have to do. So this is why they'll tell you, oh, money doesn't bring happiness. You're an idiot. Obviously, it doesn't bring happiness. If you need somebody to tell you money doesn't bring happiness, you must be a really retarded person because it's common sense. Because when you have money, when you have material things, who the fuck equates that to happiness?
What the fuck? I be looking at these like I always knew that. Like I always looked at it like, bro, these material, like sometimes I feel funny or feel wrong just putting on some of my clothes. Like I'm a nigga, I don't even like jeans. Like sometimes I
don't even like the word. Like it's funny you said that. I used to wear like a lot of like Nike and shit and Polo. I don't like wearing any of that shit now. I feel weird wearing it. I don't like wearing brand name clothes at all anymore. Like I don't. It just unless you're paying me to wear it, or I'm going to a place where I'm getting paid and I need to dress a certain way.
Right.
I'm not wearing no name brand shit because I literally see no point in it. I used to like to wear shit like that. I don't. I hate wearing name brand shit. Like,
because it's so, and like for me, I'm gonna be honest. Like
it don't even look right anymore when I wear it and when I see other people wear it.
Like I could like I'm gonna be honest. I like Nike shit, but the shit gotta be like you're not about to just put some any old like, oh, it just has the name on it, and so no, what the fuck? I really only picked it up because that was just I like the shape and the texture of the clothes and shit.
Go ahead. Sorry for
like it'll only be because like I like the shape and the texture, or like I like some shit like I feel like I could move or like fight a nigga into some shit like that. Even though I be trying to avoid those situations because like I be knowing like in my soul type shit, like nigga, you don't need to be in those type of situations. Like you only gonna be in that type of situation if you're not even in the right space anyway. So like, you know, drop the ego, it ain't that deep. And then it'd be like, I'll be realizing like, for example, I don't even like jeans, like leather jeans type shit like that. Mm-hmm. I like sweatpants because it's comfortable. It feels natural.
Yes, I feel you.
And it's like, I'll wear jeans. I came to school in jeans. And it was like, this chick I've been talking to and shit like that. She's like, oh, why you dress like that? You look nice. And I'm just looking at it like, I'm just thinking to myself, but like, I don't like this. I don't care if like
it's funny. I hate jeans. To be honest, I've been wearing flip flops and shorts for like the past 4 years. And the only time I wear pants, which would be sweatpants, would be like in the winter, like when it's cold. But even if you ask everyone around me who knows me, for the past 4 or 5 years, I've been wearing flip flops every day, even during the winter. The only time is if it's raining. I've been wearing flip flops outside because I don't like wearing shoes. I don't like wearing jeans and shit.
Like I
like to dress comfortable. Like even like the pants I got on.
Nobody
got
wants
the little SpongeBob pants. I stole them. So I got the SpongeBob pants and shit. So I it's what I wear out. And like I wear flip flops and shit. I don't fuck with SpongeBob, but I just seen them because I like the color on them. But
like nobody like wearing shit that, because it's almost like I be feeling like the real, like the same feeling that clothing used to give me. Like I guess I was like more like, you know, like, and then it's weird because like I be looking at people too and I be thinking to myself, you know, you think you're insecure, you think this is your problem, you think that is your problem, but like the same thing you talking about, the same thing you think is your problem or whatever the fuck, bro, you just like caught up in a dumbass mind state that like you probably got from social media or someone else's social conditioning, where if you would like tap more into yourself, it's almost like the universe kind of be showing niggas, bro, ain't shit really even the insecurity. Life ain't even really like about insecurities. And bro, You just be yourself. And half of the
Yeah.
shit that you even
They
go
did
through,
like I like how you said like they try to promote this whole self help shit and like even when you talk about shadow work, motherfuckers talk about it like it's supposed to be a topic. And like no, a shadow work is you just overcoming your incapabilities and developing yourself to it's like normal basic shit
it's like
every
the
human.
actual common sense,
Yeah,
real. It's
common
like the
sense.
actual full rounded version of self improvement, basically.
Yeah, and then they try to sell this whole self help shit like it's like a multi-million-dollar industry, and they try to make it look
Like what?
like you have motherfuckers.
It ain't that complex.
Yeah, you have people out here for like 5 years straight talk about nothing but self help, about shadow work. Which, don't get me wrong, is good to know, but at some point, what's the next thing? Even once you complete this, all like you have a lot of these influencers, right? They'll talk about how old men need to be on their game and level up. But then when you look at their
Level
lives,
up to fucking what? What the fuck are you
yeah,
talking about? I am the highest level, bitch.
yeah, and when you look at their level, they're not. What are they? They're just a fucking. They're just another welfare participant to the system.
What
And
the
when I
fuck?
say yeah, when I say welfare, like welfare doesn't just mean food stamps and
Yeah.
government assistance. If you work at Walmart, if you work at Apple, you're on welfare because the government is giving you a platform to make money, and you're going to a grocery store. So all of these influencers that are millionaires who want to talk about leveling up, bitch, you just work for the government. The government's
Nigga,
taking
damn
care of
near
you.
everything is
Yeah,
welfare. Like what? At a
yeah.
certain
It's not like niggas is out here trying to create their own community. Create like how you an influencer with tens of millions of dollars and you don't have your own city, your own community, you don't have your own acres of land, you don't have your own little community where you're growing
you
and
don't
doing shit.
inspire me to do shit with
Yeah,
my life.
like
Except
who?
make me feel like I can't help myself for some reason.
Yeah, it's like
And you got 10 million, you got $1 million. So it's like at a certain, that's
so
even more
what are you
demotivating.
doing? Like what
It
are they
seems like a
doing?
million dollars not gonna save me.
Yeah, and what are they doing in their life for what are they doing in their life with tens of millions of dollars? All these influencers that want you to think they got all this boatload of money. What are you doing in your life after you have the money, other than just going on the internet and telling men to level up? Like you don't got nothing else. You don't got no community you're building. You got no land. You got all this money. You have all this access, all these network connections. You can't go and create your own community with your own grocery store, with your own food, with your own shelter, with your own water system, and your own like just outside of the matrix. You got all that money, and only thing you can talk about is tell people to buy a course still and how to get men to level up. Like nigga, take it to another level. Like you need to level up. You telling other people to level up.
What
Like
the fuck?
the whole reason of the whole reason I would think to level up out of the system is to create another system, not to sit there and be in the system and then tell people how to level up and be comfortable in this system, because the people who run the system, they're not comfortable. That's why every 10, 15 years they change the economy, they crash the economy, they create Bitcoin, they make everybody broke, because while a billionaire is living comfortably, the person who created the system, who created money, they're not living comfortably. This is why they have to keep taking away food stamps. This is why they have to keep fucking starting all these wars and doing all this bullshit and trolling people on the internet. It's because they're not comfortable, and they have to project what they want you to feel. This is why they have to do all this shit. Like
This shit is crazy. They need to like
you
convince
you can't.
themselves that there's somebody they're not. And it's like let's and then that's what confuses me too. Like I'll tell my family about this type of shit, or I'll tell people in general. Like motherfuckers my age, I feel like they kind of understand a little bit more because they might be slightly less in survival mode just off the fact that we not as old yet. But like God forbid I
Yeah,
tell my family some shit like this. I'd be like, yo, the fuck do I need $10 million for? Like on a real scale. I don't even know what I would do with all that fucking money because it's like I kind of am getting a little bit like somewhat the handle like on what my purpose is, and that shit like fills me with so much like joy and like sense of like having a centered identity in its own way that it's like my
yeah.
biggest struggle is just shit that don't got nothing to do with my purpose. So it's like, what would $10 million do except the only thing I'm gonna think about is more shit that got to do with the
You're
Matrix
more
that I
you're
already
more
don't give a fuck
binded in
about.
you're more binded in the system. Like if you're gonna have that amount of money, the only thing you really should be doing is using that money to get out of this system and then create your own situation where eventually
Low key,
you
make
won't even
massive
need money.
change.
Yeah, if you're because even if you had $10 million and you just decide to be comfortable in the system, the way the system is designed is designed to drain your money and make you broke. And in the end, the money goes back to them. So even if you have $10 million, you're gonna have to be always battling against a unseen force trying to take that money back through lawsuits, through fines, through taxes. This is why they tax fucking rich people. Like if you make a million, they even say like you're not even a millionaire until you make $2 million, because after taxes you have to, if you make $1 million, that's only like half a million in taxes you have to pay. So in order to be a millionaire, you have to literally make like $1.8 million, because after taxes you'll still have over a million after, because you
And it's
can't.
disgusting. It's
Yeah, so
disgusting.
it's like and then they have property tax. They have all of these scams that they have and that they do. Why do you think they have all of these trust funds accounts and all these ways to hide money and trust funds? And it's because the people who are in the system, they know how to manipulate, because the system is created to take the money back that they created, that you earned. This is why they have
Literally.
taxes. This is why they have all this other bullshit. So they have trust funds and all of these things. So these rich white people, they know how to put their money in the system so it doesn't fuck them over. Like this is why, even when you see all these, like you see all those rich billionaires, they'll be donating money to like these schools and shit. It's all because when you they're not donating shit. Like when you see a billionaire and they're like, oh, this billionaire donated $38 million, or he donated $10 billion to this charity. No, he didn't donate shit. It's called giving tithes, because in order for you to be a billionaire, you have to be in a certain Freemasonic system, and their platform and allowed you to be a billionaire, and they allowed you to be able to rob the people of the land and the resources. So once you make a lot of money, you're giving back to the people who helped you get to that position. You see
So
what I'm
you really
saying?
just even more in the system than you thought you was before. It's really creepier. It's
Is what?
really, it's like you said, you even more in the system than you thought you was. You thought you could just get no. This
Yeah,
shit is creepy. It's like, bro, just find what you fucking love, bro,
yeah,
and learn to be like as true as yourself, as true to yourself as possible, because it almost be feeling like half of the fucking battle of the journey is just the shit that don't got nothing to do with the journey.
yeah.
The
But
journey itself ain't even a journey. You kind of just learning to just chill out and be you. It's just we
yeah,
dead ass living in a society.
but
It's very weird.
but
Very
you got to
weird.
understand, not everyone. It's easy for you to say that, but
Mm.
there's a lot of demons, devils, and people. Where I said, remember, I said it's too late for most people to end a society. Not everybody has that opportunity at this particular moment.
Like, why you really think that though?
To
Like, why you feel like that? Like, me and you might like figure it out, but like, why the fuck they can't just like understand shit that we kind of got?
No,
Like,
because you have to reap what you sow. If I kill somebody, I can't kill somebody and say, "Oh, killing is wrong. I'm sorry," and be abstained from all consequences. No, I have to go and pay for me killing them. Even if I change my mind and I become a Buddha and I say, "Oh, I don't want to. Killing is wrong," but I kill someone, I have to pay for that consequence. So a lot of these people, these governments and these degenerate demonic people. I don't even like to say the word demonic because that's religious, but these negative
yeah,
people, they're they've done a lot of fucked up shit. So it's not an easy path for them to just be spiritual and to get it right. Because there's like the government, for example, they've done so much fucked up shit. There, it's too late for them.
like
And
way more than like somebody like me and you before we kind of woke up.
it's too late. Even if they realize the truth, you have to pay. There's no amount of knowledge and truth that's going to abstain you from any consequence. So you can know everything and know about the spirit and everything, but if there's certain actions you did in a past life or in this life that is very, very heinous or even regular, you have to pay for those consequences. So
Yeah,
if you kill 20 people, you can know about spirit and enlightenment, but you still have to pay for those people you killed. So the government, they can't, it doesn't matter what they do at this point, they have to reap what they sow. So there's no spirituality, there's no, this is why I say some people are demons meant to bring people that have a chance like you and me down, because their hope is lost. So there's at this for the government, there's like the way they look at it is like there's no point for them to do right. This is why they keep doing fucked up shit. Because even if they do right now,
They
they
can't even
still
clear this life. They can't even clear this
yeah,
life.
they're still gonna have to pay for it. So they're like, but it still will be smart for them to do right now, so they don't even make it worse for themselves.
Like I'm gonna keep it real. It's crazy that you say that because like I think a part of me being denial, like I be fight like I ain't mean to cut you off, but it's crazy that you say that because I be going through the struggle a little bit with myself. Like I went through a whole because an aspect of it be I think me breaking out of layers and the aspect like I feel like when I was younger, I used to do like a lot of girls dirty. And then as I got older, I got because like I didn't really know what I was doing when I was young. I was like 14, I was like 13, 15, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. And as I got older and older, I like lessened it up, lessened it up, lessened it up. But I noticed it's like it's almost like it was a switch because I kind of beef with myself a little bit. Now I know part of it is like, to a degree, you kind of get what you put out, but I also be looking at it like I be feeling like it goes a little bit beyond you get what you put out because it feels less and less on my back. Like, oh, like you can't get what other people have. It more like, no, it's kind of like you being your authentic self, no matter what. You may not get exactly what you think you want right now. Like let's say I want to date a chick because like I'm smarter now and I'm more like aligned now and I kind of like know what I want or like I know what I know how I would treat her, whatever the fuck. And I be going through that struggle a lot of times because like I'll run into chicks that like they be all over the place, but it's like the shit that I used to do to chicks, I guess I'd be expecting like a worse thing to come from it, but it don't really feel like a karma thing. It feel like I'm experiencing and like making a new cycle for myself, and I gotta like fight with the struggle through that, And it's like it. It's weird. It's weird, but I just be taking that shit on the chest because like whatever's gonna happen is whatever's gonna happen. But I don't even be looking at it like every single thing, like you said, is like, oh, you did something, so now you about to get what you done. Nah, it's more like some people just be demonic, like low key, like you're not escaping that. Like
But
society,
there's a reason. But you got to understand, like, why are they demonic? Why are they fucked up? It is because you think about it, everything. Everything is. Well, let's just say, if you go and you get the ingredients to go cook some fucking steak, you can't say I got the ingredients to cook steak, and then once you cook the steak, say, oh, it's not steak, it's a chicken. No, a steak is a steak. You can't make a fucking iPhone or a Samsung and then put it together and say it's an iPhone. No, it's a Samsung. Look at it. Look how it operates. You can't make something and say it's not. Once you make it, it's made. Once I make a sandcastle, it's a sandcastle. I can't make a sandcastle and say I didn't make the sandcastle or the sandcastle. It's a remote control. It's not a sand. It's there. It's evident. It's already been made. There's no abstaining from that truth. You see what I'm saying? So look at it like when you do an action, you already created it. So therefore, that creation is gonna have like ripple effects. So if we go and kill someone or you do a very heinous act, that act is already been done and it's created and it's creating situations and making people feel a certain way. So therefore, you put that out there. Like when you go and give a homeless person $100, imagine if he's like, "You didn't give me no money." It's impossible for him to say that. He can't lie. He can't lie and say it. Like you gave it to him. Even if he doesn't like it, he's gonna have that. Even if he wants to deny it and lie, he knows his experience and his soul experience. You give him the money, so he can deny it all he wants. But that experience has already been like is already been inflicted in him. So it's the same with anything. It's not like it's a consequence or somebody's like, oh, you did something bad. It's not like that. It's you created it. You created that energy, so you're gonna get that energy that you create. When I like I said, when I create a sandcastle, it's not like somebody said, oh, you created a sandcastle. No, you created it. You can't create the sandcastle and say it's something else. If it's a sandcastle, you can lie to yourself. You can say it's something. You can call it another name, but there's a certain way it looks, a certain way it feels that's gonna play out. So fuck the name, fuck the English. Look at the energy and what it is. That's what's really matters.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it like it's some god or karma. That's why I don't like to use the word karma.
Yeah, you're right. I don't because at a certain point it's just life, bro. It's just life. You're just living your life, and it's like I don't. I just I kind of just got a cop to that shit. Like it was even
at first you got. I'm not saying like people don't have a chance. It's just like you can have a
I
chance.
feel like they just give the
Everyone
fuck
has a.
up.
What was that?
I feel like they just give the fuck up because it's like everybody's like when you take even like the
There's a lot of people who do give up, who who they still have a chance. So I'm not, when I say people don't have a chance, that's like probably like one like mainly people like in government and politicians and people who just done very fucked up shit as a whole. But even when you do fuck up, like sometimes you can get yourself in a bind where it's gonna take you like a long time to get out. It's like you can like somebody can say, oh, the judge can convict you of 50 years in prison. You're still gonna get out. You still have a chance, but after 50 years, which is a long time. So it's the same spiritually. Like you could still get right and still get out of your demonic energy, but it could take a long time. Like you may have to come. Like example, like look at people who are retarded and who like you're like how you're awake and you have intelligence and you know how to wipe your ass, but there's people who are or
yeah,
who are
yeah, yeah.
born into this world. They need a caretaker. They're mentally like out of it. They can't even do anything.
Like
That's
they was
somebody.
lost since last life.
Yeah, that's somebody who their spirit was so fucked up that they're on the path to greatness like you, but it's taking them a lot longer. So maybe they have to come down into like 3 bodies where they're retarded and go through that, and then after a few lives of them being retarded, having to be taken care of, they can finally become somebody and slowly creep their way up. But they're still on the path, but they're so behind that they have to incarnate into like retarded vessels
Yeah.
and then slowly work through that, and then their life, they're like just like your spiritual alignment goal is to probably become something great. Their alignment goal is to just live that life and have that person take care of them and live it to their die, and then maybe the next do a few lives, and then after that they'll have a chance like you have. So like
Holy shit! So they
so they're
consciously send
really
you to get
behind.
there.
So they have to go even to a point where you have to be a fucking animal or a fucking insect and then work your way up, and like it could take that long. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
So it don't even be like a hope is lost consequence thing. It'd be like just like you fuck around in whatever life you do. That's how much behind you are, kind of.
yeah, and you got to work your way up, and then you work your way up for however long it takes.
Mm. And niggas just be making this shit hell for other people because other people are not that fucking far behind. And it's like, motherfucker, what the fuck?
But some people are just like you said, they're just people are just very evil because it could be somebody who has opportunities and they just negative based upon situation that happened to them in this life, and then they just fucked it up because there's people with good opportunities who had it and then they fuck it up and they go behind, and then like so it just depends on the individual. Like you can't really question. I never think about why somebody's going through what they do. That's one thing you
Yeah,
don't want to do is think about why somebody does what they do, because most people don't even know why they do what they do. So when you
yeah,
think about it, you're just wasting your time. I
dead
don't
ass.
I don't care why somebody stole something from me. I'm gonna just be like, you're a bitch ass nigga. I don't need your
Word up, like
justice.
that's the end of the thought it could really get for me. It's like this is just that's your life. Like I don't know what the fuck. Like I know this there was this other chick I was talking just
And
now.
I'm gonna have to go in a minute because I gotta go drop these packages. I have a lot of packages I gotta drop off. So
Word.
yeah, now I'll probably be back on live a little. I'll probably be back on live tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight I'll
No,
probably be if not tomorrow, but I'm gonna be back on live a lot more.
but that's crazy because I gotta go to the store. Yo, but shout out to you, man. You be dropping them gems and shit. We out here. We out here.
Yeah,
We
for
out
sure.
here.
I'm gonna be going live a lot more, like just to connect with the people and just talking, not with the people, nigga, because they ain't my people, but connect with
That
like
ass.
people like you, like you're. I know you're a real person. Shout out to Mysterio. Like there's a few people. Jay Bass. Shout out to him. Ralph Dees.
Bro,
Like a
cause
few
you be
people I fuck with.
dropping shit, bro.
Yeah,
You be dropping the real cause it ain't shit online no more, bro.
there
You
isn't.
posted
Like
some shit.
I don't even to be honest. I don't even watch. If I'm on YouTube, I watch shit. Like, I be watching like shit that has nothing to do with spirituality, but like not like I said, like I don't watch prank videos and comedy shit. I watch like we just random shit. Like I don't even.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't even be on here that much. But when I do, it's not even about no spiritual conscious shit. Like I watch shit to entertain me. Oh. Oh, he went out. Yeah, I can't even see his thing no more. Yeah, shout out to him though. You there? I don't know. But yeah, I think I have. Oh yeah, I see you. Oh, I can't hear you. It's muted. Yeah, there ain't shit to watch on YouTube. Hold on, Dan. Nah, he. Yeah, I can't even hear you. All right, can you hear me? Yeah, I can't even know. No. But yeah, I think it's my cue to go anyway. Cause I have to go anyway. So this next time we'll probably. But yeah, he had the point. There ain't nothing to watch on YouTube no more. There ain't shit to watch. YouTube's a dead platform, and I'm done with it, man. I'll be on here sometimes just to see certain shit. I be watching the other people who be like supporting me, but YouTube's dead, man. There's literally ain't nothing to watch. Like the reason why I feel like that because everyone's trying to get lit off YouTube, so nobody's authentic no more. No, but all the people who at one point would have been authentic, they can't really be authentic. I don't even really think it's because of that as well. People just have there's really nothing to talk about because we're getting deeper in the shift and time is accelerating. We're like more in a deeper shift. So everything that was cool is starting to be played out because it's you've been doing it so much. So we're at a time where we're supposed to be doing something different. Especially Saturn going to be going into Aries. We're going into a real masculine energy cycle right now. A lot of masculine placements. We were in feminine from like 2012 up until like now. We were like in a lot of feminine energy where it was about talking about your emotions, your feelings, spirituality, yoga, all of that. And we're going into a more of a masculine time where it's about actually doing shit. So now, like platforms like YouTube and social media, there is going to look like it's played out because it's like there's no point to it. You're starting to see the realism of it. Like everybody's trying to get lit. Everybody's trying to make money off of it. So if you're trying to make money on YouTube, you can't be. You have to be like everyone else. Otherwise, the algorithm isn't going to choose you. So this is why it seems like everybody's saying the same thing, and anybody who's authentic is going to get shadow banned. And there's really nothing else really to because and you got to look at it like this. There's really nothing else to say. Really, I'm not gonna say there isn't anything else to say, but most people don't have no life experience, especially Gen Z. Like most Gen Z, they don't have no life experience. So the only thing they can tell you is what they've seen on the internet and talk about on the internet. Like you have all these people talking about what the government's doing while getting it from what the government is doing. Like I don't even give a fuck what the government is doing. I tell you what the fuck what I tell you what the government is doing is everything that I see on social media and I see on the news. That's all I tell you. I don't tell you, oh, the government. Everything that comes about from my mouth about the government is what I've seen on social media. Because I wouldn't know about the government unless they showed me on platform. I wouldn't know the SNAP government shutdown unless they created food stamps and decided to shut it down. So first the government has to create food stamps, then they have to shut it down, then they have to create social media, then they have to put that news narrative on social media for me to know about it. It's all of they created the whole fucking thing. So for me talking about it like it's something that I know some exclusive information, anybody talking like that's a fucking idiot. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about because bitch, you got it from the internet. You wouldn't even know what food stamps was unless the government was in existence and decided to create that program to feed people. What the fuck? Even the concept of it taking money to feed somebody, that's the government. So a whole debate for 2 months of a bunch of grown ass people in politics who I'm supposed to take seriously and vote. The whole time, the only thing you can talk about is feeding poor people with money. Like it's weird. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this video because I gotta go drop a lot of fucking packages off in this fucking post office. I'll probably be back on later tonight. If not tonight, till tomorrow for sure. But shout out to Paul Hinton and everybody out there, and I'm out. Peace.